This is FQ's Friday Night Rivals, brought to you by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to FQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. We're in Pleasant Plains, where the Cardinals will host the North Mac Panthers. Both teams 3-3. They both want to win, obviously, to keep playoff expectations alive and, of course, enhance their chances. I'm Paul Wappel, along with Adam Anderson, and a little bit muggy out here, but still going to be a great night for high school football. And, Adam, I said both teams 3-3, but let me go back real quick to last year. Pleasant Plains 10-4, 14 games. That means they made it all the way to the state championship game.
Yeah, and really last year at this game was where that run started. They beat North Mac and just continued that momentum all the way to Thanksgiving weekend. They want to get back there, obviously, but it starts here tonight. It also starts with North Mac at 3-3. They need a big win as well.
What do you see as the CEFCU keys to the game? CEFCU, your keys to getting a home loan?
First off, for both teams, it's consistency. Neither team has been very consistent offensively. Low-scoring games. They've had some bad snaps, maybe a few injuries. Need to be consistent here tonight. The team that stays consistent, holds on to the football, is going to be victorious. Also, you need to come out and strike fast. You need to get on top of your opponent early to capture that early momentum and really kind of set the tone to where somebody's got to play catch up, and then that's when turnovers and other things start to happen.
A loss tonight for either team obviously is loss number 4, puts you in the hole with 2 games to go. Have to win out and hope for some help, and you've got a tough schedule the rest of the way, these teams.
Yeah, both teams, this Sangamo's never easy to play in, and with 2 weeks left, you'd feel a lot better if you're 4-3 than 3-4.
All right, we're going to go over to Thomas Patrick, our sideline reporter for tonight's forecast. Thomas, take it away.
Thanks, Paul and Adam. The weather seems to keep us on our toes from week to week. Last week, the coldest of the season. Today feels like summer all over again. In fact, 78 degrees for our kickoff temperature. Very humid as well, so our temperatures will stay in the 70s. But the skies are actually mostly clear as of right now. No threat of rain for tonight, but some of the games tomorrow might actually see some rain later on. But that's what we'll be dealing with in terms of field conditions. Paul?
Thanks, Thomas, and we'll be back with the CEFCU Friday Night Rivals kickoff from Pleasant Plains in just a minute. Don't go away. Good evening and welcome to CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. I'm Paul Wappel, along with Adam Anderson. We are in Pleasant Plains, where the Cardinals will host the North Mac Panthers. Both teams 3-3. They want that 4th win, and right now we're going to check out the coin toss. Tonight's coin toss is brought to you by Midwest Technical Institute. So thanks to MTI for sponsoring tonight's coin toss. And Adam, you see the Cardinals there in red and North Mac Panthers in white and black, and on a crystal clear night for high school football.
Absolutely, and you got 2 coaches who are probably familiar with each other, but at different schools. Coach Bowman, the new head coach at North Mac, was at Girard previously and stepped away from coaching. Coach John Hamilton used to be at Riverton. He's now over here at Pleasant Plains. So a little bit of familiarity, but just in different spots now.
And you see who gets the coin toss and who is going to receive.
Looks like we're going to see the Pleasant Plains Cardinals on offense.
The home team says, hey, we'll receive the ball first. The players shake hands, and we are almost set for kickoff here, week 7 of high school football. Adam, unbelievable. Season's flying by, and we talked in a preview show, and earlier it feels like August, early September with this weather.
I never remember playing a week 7 game when it was 75 degrees out, so these young kids are lucky. I feel like Clint Eastwood right now, and talking about the old days.
Well, as long as it doesn't rain, and it's not supposed to, we'll be fine, right?
Yep.
So it's
always
a great night for high school football, and you said earlier playoff implications, or feels like a playoff game, I should say, and playoff implications, because you need 5 wins to be playoff eligible, 6 you're in. 1 week, 1 victory at a time, right? 1 game at a time, as they say, right?
You got to focus on this one, and it's a big one for both teams, because you're that much closer to 5 wins, or you're that much closer to getting 6, where you're guaranteed a spot playing in week 10.
And we are just about set for the opening kickoff. Rhett Call will do the honors, and there is the Illinois Air National Guard kickoff for an experience that's far above ordinary. Kick off your career with the Illinois Air National Guard, paying 100% of any Illinois state-funded school's tuition, thanks to the Illinois Air National Guard. So the Cardinals have the ball, Adam, and we'll start. We'll see how they do on offense. We talked about both teams, not a lot of firepower, not a lot of offense so far, and may see a low-scoring game. Who knows? But
yeah, you never know what you're going to see. You know, last year Plains went on that magical run to the state championship and came up just a little bit short against Immaculate Conception, but lost a lot of skilled players, so it's a lot of new guys offensively. I think they're still trying to figure out what they do best. Keep an eye on 82, Tristan Tavis. He's probably their best playmaker offensively.
And on first down, the Cardinals stay on the ground or go on the ground. It's Lucas Western, the 5'10", 180-pound senior running back. So picks up about 5, so 2nd and 5. We take a look at the starting lineups tonight, brought to you by East Bay, and there's the Pleasant Plains Cardinals starting offense.
Brendan Flanagan starting at quarterback, just a junior. He's had a pretty good year so far, but he's one to keep an eye on here tonight.
2nd and 5, and he looks like, oh, he throws across the middle, and now no flag, and probably not. The Cardinals thought so. The intended receiver, Keegan Halford, but Adam, just no interference on that one.
Yeah, it was tough. There was a shove late, but that ball was probably behind him, uncatchable. I agree with the official call right there. Would have been tough to throw a flag.
And we'll take a look at the North Mac starting defense for tonight, brought to you by East Bay as well. And their defense, the Panthers, been pretty good this year.
Yeah, held a very good Auburn team to 6 points last week. Keep an eye on 56, Garrett Beard in there at defensive end.
3rd and 5. Back to throw and incomplete. Flanagan couldn't connect with his receiver, Halford, so brings up a punting situation. And it looks like the Cardinals will punt on their opening possession. And it's senior night here in Pleasant Plains, and they always bring out a good crowd, and they're excited. They love their football. They love all their sports here, but football and basketball and baseball, but football is pretty darn good too. So the Cardinals in punt formation. Panthers with 2 players back. Pretty good punt by the Cardinals. Ball bounces there and the 34-yard line, and the Cardinals down it, so that's where North Mac will take over and see how they can do on offense. The Panthers here on CEFTU Friday Night Rivals, and try to, PA announcer tries to get the home crowd fired up. Why not? So what do you expect out of these Panthers,
you know,
on offense?
You want to keep an eye on number 1, Jake Malink, the quarterback. Can run it, can throw it. He can do a little bit of everything. He's really going to have to carry this offense. They've haven't put much points on the board. They've relied on a lot of defensive pressure. Let's see what he can do here tonight against this very, very athletic Plains defense.
As you took a look at the East Bay starting lineup for North Mac, and on first down, they keep it on the ground. The Panthers do. And the carry by Hitala. And now we'll take a look at the Pleasant Plains Cardinals starting lineup on defense tonight. Also brought to you by East Bay. And there they are. And we talked in the pregame show about Tristan Tavis, the senior, 297 career tackles, broke the school record for career last week. Incredible. 2nd down, pitch, they keep it on the ground, and it's Atala, and who gets the tackle?
Yeah, Tristan Tavis.
No shock there.
He's all over the place. He's one that they're going to have to keep an eye on. Coach Bowman is really going to have to watch to where he's lining up and what he's reading, because he's a big key in this Cardinal defense, and he really makes them go. They play off his energy, his enthusiasm, and making plays like that. This could be a long night for the Panthers.
6'3", 215 pounds, Davis, and we've seen him all three years. He's done a great job, so improved every year. 3rd and 9 from the 35. Back to throw is Malink. Dumps it and over the head of Atala, the intended receiver, so that'll bring up 4th down and long for North Mac. So not much offense on their first possession.
And Malink had a lot of pressure in his face, kind of tried to flick it out there to Hitala and just put a little too much on it. And, you know, still trying to get the feeling out process here on these first drives by both teams, and we'll see what kind of adjustments the Cardinals now make coming back out on offense.
So Jake Malink is back to punt, and he does get it off. And the Cardinals, it takes a Panthers bounce, and number 11, Sam Crocker, waved off. He did not want to catch it, and So the ball is down there, and like I said, took a Panther bounce there. So that's
kinda
where the
just
Cardinals will start. So
kind of just trading back and forth right here.
Yeah, so far, yes.
Pretty close to where they started their first drive.
First quarter, 9:39 to go. And let's go down to our sideline reporter for tonight, Thomas Patrick. Thomas?
Thanks, guys. It's been a pretty exciting game so far, a little back and forth. And right now with me, I got Brent Mason, and you're with SEFQ, of course, our title sponsor for the last 3 years here on Friday Night Rivals. So far, how's the season gone from your perspective?
It's been a great season so far. I mean, we've had some pretty exciting games. Hoping for a good one here tonight between these two teams, so couldn't be happier with it.
I know, at least from my perspective, you can't beat the Leonard Bowl, but when you see 2, 3, and 3 teams like this come at it, it's been pretty exciting. But tell us, what's going on at SEFQ that you're looking forward to in the coming days, weeks, months here?
Yeah, so up and coming here in a couple of weeks, we've got Zooly Gooly out at the Springfield Zoo. And then looking out even further in the calendar in March, we've got the American Lung Association Lung Climb downtown Springfield. So that's going to be March 24th. You can sign up right now for it. So looking forward to that event.
Awesome stuff. I just need you to help me out a little bit with the weather before we get to Halloween. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, back up to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, Thomas. And on 2nd and 1, the Cardinals have enough for a first down, and that's the first one of tonight's game. And we want to thank Casey's General Store, one of our first down sponsors all season long on SEFQ Friday Night Rivals. As you take a look at the replay here, so they move the chains, and Cardinals have a first down.
Yeah, Western just got enough there on that run to move the chains, and that's big. You got to build off momentum. Getting a first down's huge right now.
Flanagan with the handoff, and nothing doing this time. The Panthers stuffed that one and on first down. So the carry there by Lucas Western, number 13, the senior running back.
Yeah, Cole Etter read that one perfectly and was in the backfield in a hurry and slowed down Western before that play could even get started.
So 2nd and 10, no gain there for the Cardinals. Again, 3-3, and made it to the state championship game last year. An incredible run to the championship game. And there's the handoff, and got coming around Keegan Halford, and brought down at the 37-yard line. Went a long way and did pick up 7 on the play.
Going to be a big third down. That last drive, just everybody bunched up tight, and then they're just trying to get Halford some room to get outside and use his speed to the advantage. Great job by Etter, again, number 25, to track him down, and really didn't let Halford get much going.
So 3rd and 6. Flanagan from the gun, looks to throw. Rolling right, throws. Receiver adjusts, Tavis out of bounds at the 38-yard line, and not going to be enough, of course, well short of a first down.
Good job by Flanagan to keep that play alive and not take the sack. He had a lot of pressure and just couldn't deliver a hard enough strike down to Tavis to pick up the first down there. But he had a lot of pressure from Garrett Beard just right out of the get-go, and did what he could to deliver that football.
So on 4th and 3, the Cardinals punt, and that is a good kick. Push the Panthers back, fielded at about the 25, slipped, still on his feet, and down at the 25. Wow, good stop there. Not much doing for North Mac there. Brandon Hipsher with the return, but Cardinals, good stop there. Grant Mink.
Yeah, the Tristan Tavis, all-time leader tackler, might be the best punter Pleasant Plains has ever seen. That was a heck of a kick by Tavis to really flip the field here and put North Mac deep in their own territory to start this drive.
And this is the kind of game it might be, right? It might be a game of field position.
Absolutely.
With two low-scoring teams, at least on paper, and how it's gone through the first 6 weeks of the season. Ball on the 16, first quarter, 7:13 to go here in Pleasant Plains. And there's the handoff, and left side, Jake Malink, who keeps flag on the play, and it looks like
I think we're going to get a hold on North Mac there on the outside of that play.
Have a block in the back. 56. Okay, we're gonna go.
So there's a block in the back, not even holding. So that is be a bigger penalty there on the Panthers.
See the replay, Malink on the keeper.
So right here, right in front of you, that last push there by
on the left
by
side.
Garrett Bearden right there. Can't have that hand in the back. It's beautiful camera work by our camera operators out there.
As always, they've done a great job and this season, and they continue to do so, and I'm sure they will tonight. 6:56 to go, opening quarter. 1st and 19. Malink gives, and pile of Cardinals there, and got a few yards, Malink, but
yeah, he actually faked the handoff and kept it, so I'm not sure if that was a design run or what, but North Mac's really going to have to look at things and come up with some opportunities to open the field. Pleasant Plains is just really stacking the line of scrimmage and almost daring them to try to throw the football. You know, Malink can throw. They haven't been known to toss the football around this year, but I think they're going to have to if they're going to be successful here tonight.
2nd and 13 for the Panthers. Malink back to throw, across the middle, got a man. Oh, tipped by the Cardinals, and caught by the Panthers. No, let's see.
Did he catch it?
I thought.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
They said he did.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, and he is Sam Mountain, number 85 for North Mac. Wow, one of the most incredible plays you'll see in high school football.
That is,
and I hope we have
unbelievable.
A wow, and that is a first down. Casey's General Store first down. Check this out. There's a throw across the middle now.
Hits the defender. Good pass
Chip,
break up
right?
to, hits the leg, foot.
Hey, right there.
Wow.
Great call, great catch. Reminds me of last year in the Super Bowl, right? Was it last year? Edelman, right?
Yeah.
Patriots? Yes. Wow, that's one of the catches of the year.
That was unbelievable. We've had a lot of great catches. That might take the cake right there.
So 1st and 10, North Mac from its own 41. And not much this time. Keep it on the ground. Tavis with the tackle. Probably be saying that a lot tonight, but Garrett Smith was the ball carrier for North Mac.
Just going back to the catch, what incredible concentration by Sam Mount to not give up on that football after it takes a few odd bounces, and to make sure that he catches it. You know, the official was in the perfect spot to look and make sure he caught it without hitting the ground, and it was unbelievable.
So 2nd and 11, loss of 1 on the play. Malink back to throw. Looks across the middle, little too long, and intended receiver, number 32, Kyle Fouts, the junior, so a little too much air on that one.
Yeah, had some pressure in his face and had to get rid of it quickly. Great job by the Pleasant Plains defensive line to get some pressure and not let Malink sit back there and try to pick him apart. But I do agree with what North Mac is doing. They're going to have to throw the football, widen the field out a little bit, or Pleasant Plains is just going to stack the line of scrimmage and almost dare them to beat them any other way.
3rd and 11 for North Mac. Malink from the gun. Back to throw, in trouble, steps up, going to keep it to the 40, 45, midfield, out of bounds at the 47-yard line. So he gets the first down. A nice play there, and it's good for Casey General Store first down. So Malink, the senior, comes up big on 3rd and long.
And that's where he is dangerous. If he gets outside the pocket, you can't lose track of him because, again, 3rd and 11, that was a huge first down run right there. And now we're talking about North Mac being in Pleasant Plains territory.
Opening quarter here in Pleasant Plains. From the 47, Malink under center. Give to the second man through, Hatala, and Cardinals run it. And their defense is good, the Cardinals.
Yeah, Lucas Western, again, right in there as the handoff's taking place. They're going to have to start picking up these Cardinal linebackers, or it could be a long evening. Tristan Tavis, Lucas Western, Jeremiah Carter are really making it tough back there for Jake Malink and the North Mac Panthers.
2nd and 12 from the 49. Malink looks to throw. Short one, complete, the 45, and out of bounds after the completion. And good play there for North Mac, and they'll bring up 4th down.
Looks like might have got a little bit more rain out here at Pleasant Plains than they did at my house last night or this morning. Fields, it looks a little wet, a little slippery out there.
And Hunter Buchanan with the reception error, but yeah, on the way out here, Adam, it sprinkled a little bit.
Yeah.
And, as I was driving, like I said, about 15 minutes away from Pleasant Plains coming this way, it was from Springfield. It was raining a little bit, nothing heavy, but just a little muggy right now, right? So we'll see.
A little bit.
3rd and 6, Malink from the gun. Steps through, and is he going to keep it or throw? He's past the line, you better be careful. Throws it complete, good for a 1st down on his feet, 40, 30, 20, 10, and down the sidelines, into the end zone, touchdown, Cole Eder. What a play. Touchdown, and that is a Young Security touchdown, $50 donation, courtesy of Young Security and this week's charity, the Mary Bryant Home for the Blind.
Great job by Jake Malink to really kind of improvise there, and Eder slipped out. They kind of forgot about him, and he turned on the Jets, and that's a huge touchdown for the North Mac Panthers. Again, if you're Pleasant Plains, you cannot let Malink get outside of the pocket and improvise like that, because that's when he's the most dangerous.
So big play there. And the Panthers, let's see, officials blow the whistle. And right now, I think we're set, and the point after will be attempted by the quarterback for the Panthers, Jake Malink, to try to make it 7-0. And there's the kick, and plenty of leg, and it's good. So 7-0, North Mac leads Pleasant Plains here in the 1st quarter. We're going to take a break. You're watching CEFCU Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. Back with more 1st quarter action in just a minute. Welcome back to CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. I'm Paul Wappel, along with Adam Anderson. And as you get a look at the field from the ground level, 1st quarter action, the Cardinals trailing the North Mac Panthers, who just scored 7-0 on a nice play there by the Panthers. And Adam, we talked earlier, getting off to a lead in this game, 7 or 10, 14 points could be huge for a couple teams like this, in a game like this.
And if you folks have just joined us, up until that drive, there hadn't been a whole lot of offense going on here tonight. And, you know, we talked about it being low scoring, and I still think we're going to see a low scoring game, but that was a big drive by the North Mac Panthers, and especially Jake Malink making something happen.
And there is another Illinois Air National Guard kickoff. Cardinals trying to bring it back. 30. Look at that. Oh, 35 and 5 yards. Keegan Hall for number 3. Took about 5 guys to bring him down. He got about 5 yards out of that. Extra yards, Adam. That was great.
All he can do here on senior night. Again, these seniors, with the playoffs coming up, you're not guaranteed to play here again the rest of the year, so you want to go out on top.
So the Cardinals on offense now. Let's see how they respond after the Panthers get the touchdown. And you take a look at Halford. Wow.
It's all about effort. All about effort.
Ball on the 35 now. 1st and 10 for Brandon Flanagan. Back to throw. Complete to the big guy, Tavis, at the 40, and he doesn't want to go down. And another couple, maybe 3 yards there for Tavis.
Again, it's effort, it's heart, it's endurance, it's all that put together. And great job by Tavis. I think you're going to have to see a steady dose of him catching passes here tonight for the Cardinals to be victorious.
And Tavis, his father passed away before the season, and they've named a couple of years ago, and we talked about that, and he's really matured, an outstanding young man, and a pretty darn good athlete too, football player. Second and 1. He throws, Flanagan does, and up in the air and grabs. Wow! Grant Mink goes up and says, hey, I got it. and he's got that, the catch, and a first down. A Casey General Store first down, Adam.
Great job by Flanagan to put that ball up there. 50-50 ball, but he put it to the inside where his guy was. He knew it was going to be him or nobody, and great job by Mink to go up and get that football. Big play by the Cardinals. They're looking like a different team here on offense.
And one play can do it, and that may be the one that sparks them, at least here in the first quarter. So 1st and 10, ball on the 24. There's the give, up the middle, got some room, still going. Close to a first down, Lucas Western. So they mix it up, Adam, and it's working right now for the Cardinals.
They've seen something on the sidelines after these first 2 drives that they like, and they're putting the pressure on North Mac. They need to respond to really keep up in this game, because we talked about how a big lead could be huge and getting in the end zone, and we're back to even Steven.
2nd and short from the 15. Same ball carrier, but not quite as good a result there. Lucas Western with the carry again. But let's go down to the sidelines. Thomas Patrick. Thomas?
So far, big plays sparking both offenses here on the last drive with North Mac. They ended that with a Molnick to Eder pass, but it was that long developing kind of scramble drill style. Maybe it makes you wonder if they practice that in the week, kind of like the Green Bay Packers do with Aaron Rodgers and whatnot. But nonetheless, ended up with 7 points for the Panthers.
Thank you, Thomas. And their receiver fell down, intended receiver Keegan Halford, and nobody really there, so incomplete. The throw from Flanagan.
I'm Coach Bowman, though. I'm telling Hatala, number 33, he came in and put a hit on Tavis as that ball in the air. If he got his head up, found that football, we could be talking about a pick 6 the other way. There would have been nobody in front of him. Hatala just needs to find the ball and realize what's kind of happening offensively for the Cardinals.
4th and 2 from the 16. Flanagan looks to the sideline. He's in the gun. 7 seconds on the play clock. Flanagan gets it off, passes, complete, and brought down inside the 10 after the reception there. So that works. It is a Casey's General Store first down. Grant Mink with the reception for the Cardinals.
Great job by Flanagan. He delivered a strike, needed a big play there, and Mink got just enough to get the first down, and 1st and goal here for the Cardinals.
We talked about the 1st and goal from the 9, and the Cardinals, we talked about them making to the state championship game. The seniors, the juniors, they've been there. They've been through it, so the war. So they've got the experience. Back the throw, rolling, and to Tavis, complete. And a nice play there. Number 82, Tavis with the catch, and inside of a minute to go in the first quarter, and it's 2nd and goal.
Davis just put that big hand out there and pulled it in. Great one-handed catch.
See where they spot it. So from the 4, Flanagan gives, and it's going wide, and he's no signal. And a flag. And Western did not get in, and a flag on the play, Adam. He went wide. I thought he was close. Yeah, here's a good angle here.
I thought he got in as well. I think you're going to get a block on the back on the Cardinals. So he did land at the 1, so that's a good call.
We'll wait. The officials are. Here's the call.
With dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct here.
Wow, dead ball. That's a huge.
It's a 15-yard penalty there on Western.
So you go from being 3rd and goal maybe from the 1 to a penalty, and you see.
So yeah, if you check out the replay here.
Oh, he threw a little frustration there probably. Yep. So
can't do that, especially right in front of the official.
Sends the Cardinals back the wrong way.
It's 15 yards every time.
So 9 seconds left in the opening quarter. And a long way to go to the end zone now for Pleasant Plains. Ball on the 16-yard line now. Flanagan has to get rid of it. Does. Tavis with the catch. Looking, goes left, goes right. Still hanging onto his feet there. And another flag as Tavis goes down and after the reception. So let's see what that's all about as time expires here in the first quarter, Adam.
Good screen pass called there by the Cardinals. Getting down to the 5, but let's see what this flag's all about.
Got it off just in time. Flanagan did. Kind of nice to have a big target like Tavis, Tristan Tavis. So here's the call.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct here on the defense.
So you saw and heard the call there. So
that'll be half the distance. So that'll put the Cardinals inside the 10-yard line.
All right, we're going to take a short break. Back with more from Pleasant Plains. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals on CW23. Stay with us. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. I'm Paul Wappel along with Adam Anderson. We are in Pleasant Plains and ready to get the second quarter underway. North Mac leads the Pleasant Plains Cardinals 7-0. The Cardinals are threatening here, and after another penalty,
the Cardinals fourth down here.
Yeah, huge fourth down is right. 4th and 4. 4th and goal from the 4. There's the pass, and incomplete. Good defense there. Thought the Cardinals might have had a touchdown, Adam, but no such luck. So the Panthers come up big on defense. The Flanagan pass, incomplete.
Great job by Brandon Hipsher to break on that slant pattern. He timed it perfectly to not get a pass interference call, to step in front. Again, had Tavis out there. You got to take your chance with your biggest target.
That's who I would probably throw to, too, if I could. So now the Panthers will start on their own 4, leading 7-0. Again, both teams looking for win number 4 on the season. And Adam, you had a score to mention?
I had a few scores. Southeast was up 13-0 over Jacksonville. Moreau up 14-6 on Athens. Williamsville up 14-0 on New Berlin. And SHE was up 21-6 over Eisenhower.
And Hatala with the carry on first down. Stuff there.
Yeah, the run game here tonight for North Mac has been pretty much non-existent. They're trying a little bit of everything, but this front 7 of the Cardinals is, they held Williamsville to 21 points. They held Auburn to under 20 points. This is a very, very good defense.
And there was no gain there, so 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. Malink under center. Gives right side, and a little better result this time for Hatala. Not a whole lot, but
Lucas Western was deep in the backfield and almost had a huge tackle for a loss. This is a huge third down. They're going to have to keep tabs on where Jake Malink is. Both third downs he's gotten loose and picked up first downs either with his feet or with his arm. Cannot lose sight of him.
3rd and 5 for North Mac from their own 9-yard line. Malink back to throw. No, going to keep it himself. Going to get the first down and more. Flag on the play. Brought down at the 16-yard line. And let's see what the flag is all about.
Flag came in that would indicate holding in my opinion, but we can see 2 flags came out. But again, if you got to keep tabs on Malink just like that.
Holding here on the offense.
So there you saw the call, and Adam mentioned the pink wristband. Some of the players and officials wearing that in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Here in October, you see a lot of pink on the North Mac side as well. So the officials will
good
move the ball.
Great job by Malink, even with the hold that might have sprung him free. He had the know-how to pull that football down and try to pick up what he can. That could be a big problem for Pleasant Plains moving forward in this game. They're getting North Mac into these third and long, third mediums.
Repeat.
But then they're losing sight of Malink. as he drops back, and he's picking up first downs with his feet.
So it will remain 3rd down, 3rd and 10 for North Mac. Second quarter action. Panthers leading 7-0. In case you just joined us, you're watching SFQ Friday Night Rivals, Week 7 of the high school football season. Malink from the gun. Has it in the end zone. He's going to keep it himself, and Cardinals read that one, Adam.
And they did a smart job of not over pursuing him and giving him those big lanes to run through. They made their pass rush, they settled down, and then they closed the pocket on him just when he thought he had an opening to get in there.
So now, Adam, 4th down, an obvious punting situation, but the Panthers are backed up. Look where back of the end zone is where Malink, the punter, quarterback / punter, is.
Yeah, you got to stand with your feet on the back line and don't move backwards.
It's Sam Crocker, number 11. Okay, time I was going to say Sam Crocker, number 11 for Pleasant Plains, is probably chomping at the bit, ready to get that punt. So, all right, we're going to take a short break. You're watching SFQ Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. Back with more second quarter action from Pleasant Plains in just a minute. Stay with us. Welcome back to SFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. I'm Paul Wappel, along with Adam Anderson, Thomas Patrick, our sideline reporter. Second quarter, 4th and 11, and a punting situation, and Malink gets it off from the end zone. Takes a Cardinal bounce and a flag in the end zone. Let me guess, Adam?
Yeah, you're going to get roughing or running into the kicker at least, and I was afraid, you know, as we saw Pleasant Plains try to go all out for this, you can't run into the kicker. You got to give him space.
Foul. Roughing the kicker here.
So if it's roughing, that will be a first down for the North Mac Panthers.
So Malink barely got it off.
That is roughing, though.
You have to call, yes.
You got to give him a spot to land.
But yep.
Yeah. As much as Lucas Western was trying not to hit him, you got to give him a spot to land and come down, or it's going to get called every time. So
that is good for a Shields first down. Shields is one of our first down sponsors all season long here on SFQ Friday Night Rivals.
So for you kiddos at home watching how to block a punt, you have to pick a spot 2 feet to the left of or 2 feet to the right of the kicker, and you have to aim for that spot because you want to run in front of him, and you don't want to run into him. You know, it's not Varsity Blues where you're running and jumping and making some crazy play. You have to aim to a little bit off to the left or right of him so you can get your hands out and actually take the ball off of his foot.
So the Panthers have the ball on their own 17-yard line, 1st and 10, and Malink under center. Gives left side. So a lot of pushing and shoving. I saw the ball come loose, but after the play, but he's down, and we'll play a little pushing there. But Hatala with the carry for the Panthers. Give him maybe 2, 2nd and 8. So Thomas Patrick, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Jake from Midwest Technical Institute on this warm October night. I know it doesn't feel like the end of the football season, but these are your schools that you're keeping an eye on. And what have you seen so far today?
I've seen a good competitive game tonight. Boys playing hard, trying to make the playoffs.
Of course, you got some great stuff happening maybe not in the near future, but something that you want to highlight on. That's the welding competition. It means big scholarships for some of these kids. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir. We have a chance in Peoria in April where we invite all of our kids out, welders or who want to be welders, and they get a chance to compete for scholarships and prize money to help them go to school.
That's awesome stuff. So they can start registering for that now?
Yes, sir, they can.
All right, awesome. Well, enjoy the game and try to stay a little bit cool and try to keep the gnats off of the body. I know they're swarming out here today.
Of course. Thank you, sir.
All right, back up to you in the booth.
Thank you, Thomas, and a good pickup there for the Panthers, and they go with Jake Van Osdale that time. Kept it. You said we might see him, Adam, and we did, and now you see Jake Malink lining up at receiver. Well, wait a minute, there's officials want to talk about something. So, yeah, number 2, Jake Van Osdale had the carry that time.
Yep, and you know, Malink is a guy that's just not a quarterback. He can, he played receiver last year. You're going to see him run the football a little bit too.
And there is Malink right there, number 1. And not sure if that was a sideline warning, Adam, or what that was all about.
I think they're trying to.
So,
they're fixing the clock.
Okay, and adjust the clock from 7:57 to 8:06. So that's what that's all about. Another 9 seconds of action here in Pleasant Plains on senior night. Already. 7-0, North Mac leads the Cardinals. 3rd and 6 from the 21. And Van Osdale remains in at quarterback. He's in the gun. Looks to throw, looks left, looking for Malink. And, couldn't hang on. And good defense that time by number 6 for Pleasant Plains. Will Drake did a nice job there, Adam, to keep Malink from hanging on to that ball.
He was step for step with Malink right there and did a good job to close there right at the last second and get his arms shot in there and poke that football out. Or that would have been a huge play for the Panthers.
So brings up 4th and 6. Malink will go back into punt formation for the Panthers. Back at the 45-yard line or so is for the Cardinals is Sam Crocker, number 11, and there's the punt. The Panthers bounce, fielded and fumbled at midfield. 49. I think he recovered it, and he did. Crocker bobbled it, fumbled it, and got it back. And no, you can't go anywhere else. You're down, but fortunate to hang on to that ball. So
it's plays like that make a head coach's heart stop. It takes that weird bounce. You never want to come up and get it if there's a guy within 5-6 yards of you, because he's going to be right in your grill as you get that football.
So now, for the first time really for either team so far, Adam, excellent field position. Cardinals on their own 49-yard line. 1st and 10 for Brendan and Flanagan and the home team.
Pleasant Plains had a lot of success in the air. Let's see if they keep moving the ball that way.
There's the throw back and another throw. Got a man. Overthrew him. Intended receiver Grant Mink. So we talked in the preview show, a couple of us did, about a couple of trick plays maybe, and there's one of them. And didn't quite work. Almost.
A good shot. It's first down just off the fingertips there.
Good effort.
You're in a good spot. You have good field position. It's first down. Why not take a chance and see what happens?
So 2nd and 10 for Pleasant Plains. Again, 10-4 last year. A great season. Great postseason run. And there's the handoff left side and tripped up. I think back to the line of scrimmage was Lucas Western. And Prairie Heart Institute would like to thank our EMS and first responders at tonight's game for being the heart of the community. I want to thank you for all you do. Again, Prairie Heart Institute thanks our EMS and first responders for being the heart of the community. And there you see some of our EMS and first responders. And again, thank you for what you do. 3rd and 10 and a flag on the play.
Got a little too excited there.
Keenan Halford was in motion for the Cardinals, number 3.
Defense.
But the defense jumped, so that helps if you're the Cardinals, and here it is.
Dead ball, encroachment, defense, still third down, still third down.
So remains third down, of course. 7:09 to go, second quarter. Flanagan from the gun. Back. In trouble. Dumps it. Incomplete at midfield. Intended receiver was Lucas Western. So 4th and 5, Adam, and this is where the Cardinals are after the excellent field position, but all it takes is this play to get a first down after the attempt on first down of the long throw down the sideline.
I would assume they're going to go for it here. Outside of 2 big plays by North Mac, they really haven't had much success moving the football. So let's see if they can pick up a first down. Keep an eye on 82, Tristan Tavis.
Flanagan looks to the sidelines. 10, 11 seconds, 10 seconds on the play clock, and the Cardinals want to talk about it, so they call a timeout, and we're going to take a timeout as well. You're watching CEFCU Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. We'll be back with more second quarter action from Pleasant Plains in just a couple of minutes. Stay with us. Welcome back to CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. I'm Paul Wapple, along with Adam Anderson, and Thomas Patrick is down on the sidelines giving us the reports throughout the game. We are in the second quarter at Pleasant Plains, and the Cardinals are looking to tie the score. They trail 7-0 here with 6:54.
Looks like they're going to come out
But right
and punt.
now, looks like they are going to try attempt a punt on 4th and 5, and Tristan Tavis with a good punt. Boy, he's got a good, strong leg there and goes into the end zone. So the Panthers will take over 1st and 10. No return, opportunity for a return there. So Friday Night Rivals is available streaming live online. Log on to CW23TV.com and click on the Friday Night Rivals link. You can also find complete game videos and photos from this season's games. That's on CW23TV.com.
Kind of surprised by the decision there to punt. You know, after it goes in the end zone with a touchback, you're really only talking about 15 yards difference.
And your defense
has
good,
played very well
yeah.
here tonight. You've only given up 2 or 3 big plays. Maybe you want to play a little field position and try to pin them deep, but just kind of surprised a little bit by that.
1st and 10 from the 20 for North Mac, and Malink is back at quarterback. No, check that. It is Van Alsdale, and he pitches on first down. And the Cardinals stop Catala on the play there. So,
yeah, Tala's taking some big hits tonight. That athletic Cardinal defense has been all over him.
So 6:21 clock running here in the second quarter. A little bit of a breeze, a slight breeze here, and
cooled down a little bit.
Plains, yeah.
Still feels like early September.
Just a lot of humidity in the air. A lot of humidity. So. 2nd and 10. Van Alsdale gives to the right side, and just nothing doing there. The Cardinals stopping that ground game, and ball carrier that time was number 32, Kyle Fouts, the junior.
Fouts trying to hide in behind some of that big offensive line and maybe sneak out of there, but just had nowhere to go.
So now it's 3rd and long for the Panthers, who again enter this game 3-3. Looking for that big win number 4. Jake Van Osdale from the gun. Back, looks to throw, does throw, right side, and well over the head of the intended receiver there was Itala, so
pretty well covered on all fronts.
So now it's 4th and 10 for Panthers. Punt situation for them. So Plains defense is held.
Got a shot there at head coach Patrick Bowman talking over with his assistant coaches. I'm sure one voice he loves to listen to is his father, Dan Bowman, a legendary Hall of Fame coach from Greenfield, and was his high school head coach. And I'm sure you can get some wisdom out of him.
Malink gets the kick off. Wasn't pretty, but I tell you what, it works. Ends up at the 39-yard line of Pleasant Plains, so no return there for the North Mac Pleasant Plains Cardinals. So, hey, let's find the students with the most school spirit. It's the MTI Fan Cam. Get hands-on training to take off in your career with Midwest Tech. There is the Fan Cam. They are out tonight. There's some of the Panthers cheerleaders, and their team leads right now 7-0. Cardinals get another crack at it on offense. On 1st down, throws left. It is complete. And down the sidelines, good for a 1st down. Tripped up just past midfield, so that is a Shields 1st down for Keegan Halford and Pleasant Plains.
Great job by Flanagan just to get the ball out to Halford and let him do the rest. And great job blocking by the Cardinals receivers there on the outside to give him enough room.
So, ball on. So it's a first down, and it's a Shields 1st down. Oh, you can see that coming.
Yep.
Picked off down the sidelines. Nobody in front of him. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hunter Buchanan for North Mac. And that's another $50 donation courtesy of Young Security. $50 goes to the Mary Bryant Home for the Blind.
Great job by Buchanan to make a break on the football. That's a long throw for Flanagan to make. You're on the opposite hash. You're trying to throw it to this sideline. You're talking about 15 yards in the air, not moving. Great job by Buchanan. Cardinal receivers, you got to get out in front of that guy. That is the most important block right here, and it just didn't happen.
You could see it coming from, we had a great vantage point here. You see that coming, and what a big break, big turnover there for North Mac. 13-0. They will try to make it 14-0 after the Link attempts the extra point, and it is up, and it is good. So the Panthers strike on defense. 14-0. They lead Pleasant Plains here in Pleasant Plains, and wow, what a big play there.
You know, they got lucky a little bit earlier with one of those passes not getting intercepted, and this time you just didn't get that lucky.
And tonight at 10:15 on ABC, you can get all of your local high school football highlights on News Channel 20's Friday Night Rivals recap. That's with Donnie Tillman, the sports director, and Carly Bell. They're out and about and at several games tonight in the area and getting all the scores and highlights. It's again at 10:15 tonight on ABC News Channel 20 on the Friday Night Rivals recap. Be sure to tune in to that tonight. All right. So now the Cardinals trailing 14-0 will get the ball back, and I think they got to be a little bit surprised here, Adam, in Pleasant Plains. I mean, 14-0, and that turnover just, boy, that hurts.
Yeah,
that hits you hard.
You talked about consistency and keeping the momentum. It's clear on the side of North Mac. They probably don't have a ton of offensive yardage, but again, one broken play leads to a touchdown, and then a big interception where he's got nobody in front of him and just takes it home for 6. And that's where we're at.
Red call will, a short kick, the Illinois Air National Guard kickoff. Cardinals field it cleanly and at the 39-yard line. And number, let's see who got it there for the Cardinals. So good job to get on it. That was I think, intended that Jake Hermes gets it. So good field position for the Cardinals, though. So another opportunity.
And we'll see what they do. And I like the aggressiveness of North Mac to onside that kick and maybe catch them by surprise, end up with the football again, and then have a chance to create even more space.
Tavis in motion. He gets the handoff and hit hard. Oh, and hit hard a second time, so not much there for Tavis. Panthers on that one. So North Mac leading Pleasant Plains on senior night here in Pleasant Plains. 14-0, 4.5 minutes. Of course, at halftime, we'll have the Susan's Auto Mall halftime report. Second and 12, a loss of a couple on the play. Flanagan looks left, complete, 45 to the 47-yard line, and catch made by Halford. So now you've got a couple to go, so third down. And
Pleasant Plains can't be afraid to go away from throwing the football. It's where they've been most successful. Let's see what they dial up here, and keep an eye on Lucas Western in the backfield too. He's been their guy that's had a lot of big carries. See if he can do it again.
So whistle as the play just gets underway. And the Cardinals want to talk about it, and they're going to take a timeout with 3:35 to go in the second quarter, trailing 14-0, and it's a big third down play at this point in the game for Pleasant Plains. So again, both teams 3-3, and
score update from Athens. Athens 15, Maroa Forsyth 12.
Wow.
So Athens got a 3-point lead here going into halftime.
Ooh. What did Carly Bell say in the previous
Said it wasn't going to be close.
Okay.
Not making very many fans in Athens land, but you never know. It's a second half.
Right? We'll see.
A lot of time left.
And, of course, in the Central State A Conference tonight, of course, a number of games, but a big one tomorrow. We talked about it. Rochester at Springfield High at Memorial Stadium. And
hopefully the rain holds off and doesn't play a factor in that game tomorrow, because it's a huge Central State A matchup.
So third and a couple. The Cardinals need to get to midfield. Flanagan in the gun. Back to throw, and intended receiver, nobody really very close, and that was Hunter Buchanan, number 45, who had the INT a little earlier, so maybe a miscommunication or something there, Adam.
The receiver did slip there on the route, so I'm sure that had a little bit to do it. It does seem like maybe they got a little bit more rain last night or this morning. The field looks a little wet. We've seen a few guys slipping and falling all over the place.
So the Cardinals in punt formation. And they do, and another good punt by Tavis. Fair catch called for, but waved off because
taking a nice.
And Cardinals down it at the 2-yard line. Let's see where they're. So that was an excellent punt, and Cardinals down it deep in North Mac territory.
I think they're going to start about the 3-yard line. So great job by Tavis to put a lot of pressure here on North Mac.
So 3:21 to go here in the second quarter. And I want to remind you to wake up with Joe Crane and get your out-the-door forecast weekday mornings on News Channel 20 Sunrise. Joe will give you the latest and hopefully greatest, right, weather forecast for the day, the all-important forecast. So Joe Crane, a big sports fan himself. So
sure he's happy. The last check, Southeast was up 20-0 against Jacksonville. Big game for the Crimsons. Hopefully they can climb back into that one.
So on first down, good pickup on the ground there for Tavis with the tackle, but good carry there for number 35 and Mason Smith. Haven't called his name tonight, Adam, so he gets into the action. Smith does, the 5'11", 175-pound sophomore on first down, so he picked up 8. So 2nd and 2 for North Mac, and Van Osdale, number 2, remains in at quarterback for North Mac. And a whole lot of people there, but comes up again with the carry, does Mason Smith. See where they
Not sure where they're
going to.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a little bit short.
So it will be 3rd and a yard, or maybe a little bit less than that.
You know, Mason Smith, just a sophomore, maybe he's breathing a little life into the offense for the Panthers right now, because this is a big 3rd down.
Pleasant Plains has 1 timeout left, and still a possible opportunity for them to do something here in the 2nd quarter. Inside 2 minutes, clock running, and so 3rd and 1. And they go right up the middle, Van Osdale and company, and they do get the first down, and that is a Shields first down for North Mac.
Again, big drive. North Mac's going to start the 2nd half with the football. So if they can kind of milk the clock a little bit and get some more points, but at least keep the ball away from Pleasant Plains before halftime and hold on to this 14-0 lead.
I think the Panthers will be feeling pretty good about themselves if that happens. So up 14-0. 1st and 10 from the 15. And they keep it on the ground. Panthers do, and the Cardinals defense is there to make the good stop, and the carry that time by Cole Etter, the junior. So nothing doing there. So like I said, Pleasant Plains with a 1 timeout. Let's see if they use it or not, Adam, and if they want to try to bury but it's be tough to get anything going here now inside of a minute. Be tough for the Cardinals to get the ball back unless the Panthers turn it over here.
Yeah, which could absolutely happen. But they need to take care of the football.
Yeah, 2nd and 17. Go to the right side and carries and make first down, or yes, I think that is a first down for Mason Smith. So 23 seconds, clock running. 15 seconds, and let's see, Adam, they do not have to run another play.
No, and if I'm North Mac, I'm pretty excited going into halftime here up 14-0, where you haven't done a ton offensively, and you got a 14-point lead.
So, 2nd quarter expires after 1 half of play here in Pleasant Plains. North Mac with a 14-0 lead here on senior night as both teams head to the locker rooms on a little bit of a humid night, week 7 of the high school football season. And we are going to see if we can get one of the coaches to talk to us. And of course, we're getting ready, Adam, for the Susan's Auto Mall halftime show.
Most
halftime
exciting
report here.
Halftime show of the year.
Always is. Yeah, absolutely. And right now, we'll go down to Thomas Patrick. Thomas?
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Patrick Bowman from North Mac, and 2 huge plays resulted in 2 touchdowns with the scramble pass in the first quarter and the pick 6 in the second. Is that the big play mentality? Is there a big play mentality from your kids on the sideline?
That always gets some excitement rolling. We like the big plays, as every team does. They were 2 huge plays for us. We got some things to fix here at halftime on the offensive side especially, but we'll hopefully keep things rolling.
Yeah, is there anything you need to fix kind of on the small ball side of things to keep things moving with the kind of in the trenches?
Not really. We just got to remind our guys, stay on block, stay low, make tackles. It's the name of the game.
All right, good luck in the second half, Coach.
Take care.
All right, thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Coach. And good to get the insights from North Mac. So we're going to take a short break. We're at halftime. We'll be back with more from Pleasant Plains. You're watching the Susan's Auto Mall halftime report, and that's coming up. More of that next here on CW23. You're watching the Susan's Auto Mall halftime report on Friday Night Rivals here in Pleasant Plains. North Mac leads the home team 14-0 in a Sangamo Conference matchup. Both teams 3-3, looking for victory number 4 on a good night for high school football. And I want to let you know that earlier today, CEFCU presented Pleasant Plains High School with a $500 donation to say thank you for hosting tonight's Friday Night Rivals matchup. CEFCU will make a $500 donation to each Friday Night Rivals host school throughout the season for use for the general fund. CEFCU is proud to support our communities, our schools, and our students, of course, with Friday Night Rivals. And a big thank you to CEFCU, but thank you to Pleasant Plains for being great hosts again this year on CEFCU Friday Night Rivals. They get the $500 donation. All right, courtesy of CEFCU. Great job, as always, Pleasant Plains. 14-0. North Mac leads at halftime, and hey, we're going to look at check out a little bit of the band here at halftime at Pleasant Plains, and they do a great job as you take a look here. Enjoy that. All right, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back with more on the Susan's Auto Mall halftime report here from Pleasant Plains, including the kick challenge, the halftime challenge. Stay with us. And welcome back to Pleasant Plains. This is the Susan's Auto Mall halftime report. Halftime here at Pleasant Plains. You see the band performing, doing a great job on the field. And throughout this Friday Night Rivals season, Nortrack will recognize an exceptional senior student athlete from each participating school with a black presentation prior to each game. This week's Nortrack Scholar athletes are from North Mac, Haley Swick. She has a 4.286 grade point average and is a member of the National Honor Society. She runs track and is on student council. Haley volunteers at the Salvation Army and at the Macoupin County Animal Shelter. Congratulations to Haley Swick. And from Pleasant Plains High School, Lucas Western has a 4.229 grade point average, plays football and runs track. Lucas is also a member of Beta Club and the Science Club. He volunteers at JFL football camps and at Westside Christian Church. These students are also eligible to win a $5,000 scholarship to be presented at the end of the season, courtesy of Nortrack. Nortrack is proud to support and encourage exceptional student athletes across Central Illinois. Congratulations to both of this week's Nortrack Scholar athletes. From North Mac, Haley Swick, and from Pleasant Plains, Lucas Western. And thanks to Nortrack for sponsoring that. All right, 14-0, North Mac leads the Pleasant Plains Cardinals 14-0. Time for us to take a break. You're watching Susan's Auto Mall halftime report on Friday Night Rivals. Come back. Auto Mall halftime report. You're watching high school football week 7 here, Pleasant Plains, North Mac, and the Pleasant Plains Cardinals. And Adam, we're going to take a look at some first half highlights. And there we go.
Starts right here with the unbelievable throw and catch here. Just great concentration, and that really sparked North Mac to really some kind of offensive consistency, because they haven't had much here tonight. Only a little over 100 yards of offense, but they've taken it when they've gotten it.
We certainly lead, or where it means the most, of course, and that's on the scoreboard. We'll take a look at some more highlights. Malink, pretty good on his feet, looking, took a while and got it away, and end result was pretty good, 6 points.
Did everything with his feet to keep that play alive, and just kept his eyes downfield. Cole Eder slipped behind the defense and did the rest himself.
And here's the INT, just almost telegraphed it there, and the Panthers happy to take advantage of that, just smooth sailing down the sidelines. on that one. So 14-0 North Mac, and Hunter Buchanan with the big touchdown return there, or interception return for a touchdown. So right now, it is time. One of the best things on halftime, the Susan's Auto Mall Halftime Challenge. Our contestant tonight is Michael Scott, a senior here at Pleasant Plains High School. Here's how this works. If he makes a 15-yard field goal, he'll win $50 and $250 for the home school. If he makes a 20-yard field goal, he'll get $100 and $500 for the home school, Pleasant Plains. If he makes a 25-yard field goal, he'll win $250 and $1,000 for the home school, Pleasant Plains. He will start with a 15-yard field goal, but he has to make each one to move on. Let's see how the kick goes, Adam, and we've had some success this year. Let's see. Kick is up. Oh, a little wide, a little right, I think.
Yep, he is wide.
Oh, darn it.
Don't think that one went in.
All right, good effort. What? He's lining up just for kicks. No. Was the first one good? Nobody told us.
I guess it was good.
Oh, he didn't miss the first one, so
he's just kicking.
It's too bad. Yeah, just kicking for fun, everybody. So great effort there. Michael Scott, nice job. Gets a high five from the friendly Chevrolet Bear, right? So that works. And he's been on TV, so nice job. All right, we'll take a short break. You're watching Susan's Auto Mall Halftime Report here from Pleasant Plains. Back with more in just a couple of minutes. Stay with us. To the Susan's Auto Mall Halftime Report on Friday Night Rivals. Halftime, of course, here at Pleasant Plains. The Cardinals trail the North Mac Panthers. And you see some of the halftime activity. Let's go down to Thomas Patrick on the sidelines. Thomas?
Thanks, guys. Here with Chris Brooks from, or Luke Brooks. Sorry, yeah, Luke Brooks. I'm getting your names confused. All right. Luke Brooks, principal at Pleasant Plains, and Chris Rayner, the athletic director at North Mac. Thanks for joining me here at halftime. Luke, I'll start with you at Pleasant Plains. Of course, last year had such a historic season with the football team, making it all the way to state. Still a lot of seniors on the team. A lot of participation across all the sports at the school. Isn't that right?
Yeah, it was good. It was a great night. We had a ton of seniors in all of our activities, in cheerleading, cross country, golf, and everything. So it's been a really good night, and it was actually really good to hear. There were about 6 to 8 kids who were talking about going into education, which is always good because we need those guys right now. And so good night to have North Mac. Good to see Coach Bowman back on the sidelines, and a good night to have all our kids participating in all those activities. So
of course, you got something going on at the school that hits a little bit closer to home for me as a meteorologist. You're actually doing a little bit or raising some funds to help those affected by Hurricane Florence. Isn't that right?
That's right. Our Beta Club, which is a service organization, is currently starting a project to get a bunch of school supplies donated for the schools out there affected by the hurricane, which would be a good deal.
All right, that sounds great. Now let me turn to my other shoulder, Chris Rayner. Man, you're getting some new facilities heading your way soon. It's been a long time coming as well, so tell us the status on that.
It has. Right now we are starting construction. The groundwork's being laid. By the end of this year, hopefully we'll have the new classrooms, we'll have the new science labs and things like that up and running. We'll make our way out and have a new football field, new all-weather track, and those types of things. I think it's something the community's really going to look forward to, and it's really going to enhance North Mac.
Yeah, I mean, there's something about always having a new home field advantage that always play to the kids, right?
Oh, yes, definitely. And I know our coaching staff is excited about it, and our whole school and community are really behind it, and we're all looking forward to it, the finished product when it's done.
All right, Chris and Luke, thank you so much for joining us at halftime. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, back up to you in the booth.
All right, thank you very much, Thomas. Winding down halftime here. You see the Cardinals stretching and getting ready for the third quarter, and Cardinals in a hole 14-0 on senior night. Not the way you want to end senior night, so they can change things. They've got 2 quarters to do it.
Yeah, a lot of football left to be played, and really, I would say offensively, they've been the more dominant team. Just had the ill-timed turnover that went for 6 touchdowns, or went for 6 and extended the North Mac lead. But they've really shut down North Mac. You know, I think they've really limited their run game, which is what North Mac wants to lean on and do well. But we talked before the game, whoever can get out to a lead and kind of hold on to it, that's what you're playing for.
Because these offenses aren't high-powered and a lot of octane typically. So, I mean, you never know. But, yeah, at least so far this season, as you see the backup quarterback, or I should say other quarterback for the Panthers, warming up on the sidelines, and that's Jake Van Osdale. So we've seen him play a decent amount in the second quarter at quarterback. We saw Jake Malink go to a wide receiver a number of times as well, so trying to mix things up, and we thought that might happen. You talked about it, Adam, and it did happen, but yeah, on the scoreboard, it's just, which is where it matters the most, of course. 14-0 Pleasant Plains. Both teams looking for win number 4, and really not only does it keep you, make you above 500, but just changes your perspective, I think, a little bit the rest of the way. But right now, we're going to go down to the sidelines. Thomas Patrick. Thomas?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Coach Hamilton with Pleasant Plains. Just a couple big plays that burned you in the first half, including that pick 6. Is there anything that you're going to change on offense or defense to really help the war in the trenches and get the ball moving a little more?
Defense is playing great, so we don't need to do a whole lot there. We got to make sure we're establishing the run, so we're going to make sure we're getting back to that. And we just can't kill ourselves with penalties.
Okay, anything else to help you maybe get now inside the 4-yard line? You were so close to getting that touchdown. Anything else that's going to be different to punch it in?
I don't think so. Like I said, we just need to establish the run game, and I think we'll be fine. We get back here, get it tight, establish the run game, then we can hit all our passes and all that.
All right, good luck in the second half, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. And Adam, we've got some few scores to update us with.
So I got some bad advice some bad info from some family members.
Okay.
Maroa Forsyth actually up 14-12 at halftime against Athens. So
okay.
Athens
Close game, but okay.
Athens was driving in, got stopped on about the 4-yard line right as the buzzer went off at halftime. So a tight one over in Athens. Williamsville was up 21-0 going at halftime over New Berlin. Sacred Heart Griffin was up big on Eisenhower. That one is now at halftime. Jacksonville has scored to make it 20-7. Southeast over Jacksonville.
Southeast leads Jacksonville.
Southeast leads Jacksonville.
Over in Jacksonville, correct?
Yeah,
so that's a big game.
That's a big
obviously
one for
both
the
those
Crimsons.
two.
Yeah.
And the Crimsons 3-3, looking to keep their playoff hopes or stay in the hunt for a playoff spot. So they've played very well overall this season. Certainly a lot, like we talked about, improved a lot more than last year.
And we talked about Taylorville Tornadoes that we'll get to see next Friday night. They were up big against Mattoon, 32-7. That game is also at halftime.
At Taylorville. And they've got turf.
They've got turf.
So we're going to see that next week. And
one of the more dynamic offenses that we're going to see here this year.
Some tremendous receivers, good quarterback. Jeb Odom, correct? Yeah. Brandon Odom.
Yeah.
Brandon Odom, sorry. Jeb's the head coach.
Back
it's
in
all
the day,
family
though.
sort of Adam, yes, back in the day. And looking to see some of the fans on the North Mac sidelines, and there's the cowbell and whooping it up there. Why not? There's a Fighting Illini hat. Adam, Illinois plays tomorrow. Let's see who they have.
Rutgers. Rutgers tomorrow.
Boy, are they going to win that one or not?
It's crazy to think that, they should have beat South Florida, and they gave up 35 in the fourth quarter to Penn State, but hopefully they can put it together tomorrow.
And there's an Illinois Air National Guard kickoff. The Panthers more than happy to take that. And they're going to start with pretty good field position here on the 36-yard line as they start the second half. And the return there by Brandon Hipsher for North Mac.
So let's see if North Mac comes out with Van Osdale at quarterback, or we're going to see Malink. Had about the same amount of success, but I think Malink being at a receiver or at a running back and then moving around is the best thing they can do here moving forward.
It does seem like gives them a better threat, better chance, but so North Mac mixes it up quite a bit. There's Malink. And good carry there on first down.
And that makes it tough at halftime. You've seen equal amount. Malink's the more dangerous runner, so you always have to be aware of where he's at on the field. But as a defensive coordinator, again, Coach Hamilton talked at halftime. Defensively, he didn't think they needed to change much, and they've played very, very well. But a few of those big plays, they've had a few bad penalties on big third and fourth downs that have kept North Mac's drives alive, and that's why they have this 14-0 lead.
So Malink starts things off right for North Mac with the 7-yard carry. Now keeps it again and gets the first down. Malink does, and that's good for a Casey's General Store first down. So right out of the gate, a couple of running plays and a first down.
I think you're going to see, maybe this is the adjustment Coach Bowman and the Panthers talked about at halftime is leaning more on Malink to use his legs and design quarterback runs. Because when he scrambled, he's been very successful. So maybe they just let him improvise a little bit on his own runs.
Ball on the 47 for North Mac. Malink in the gun. Opening drive of the third quarter. Malink goes left, cuts back inside, crosses midfield, and tackled at the 49-yard line. So Panthers into Cardinals territory. And Tristan Tavis, you see number 82, shook up maybe a little bit. Hopefully he's okay, gets back up. They need him, the Cardinals do, on offense and defense. Tremendous player, both sides of the ball.
Even special teams-wise, he's had a lot of great punts here tonight.
Let's see if we can see anything.
Just
left of your screen.
Just a big hit
to a big guy. So 2nd and 7 from midfield. Malink keeps it right side. Still on his feet and brought down close to the 45-yard line. And, Adam, ball control is what I'm sure the Panthers want to do, and run the clock, as well, keep it on the ground, and maybe mix it up. Let's see, with a pass or two. But
yeah, so Malink's been successful. He's a dynamic player. You're going to lean on him. He's also their punter. So here on third down, maybe don't necessarily need a full first down, because a punting situation, you have to keep an eye on him. He could take off and run too.
So Malink comes back to the huddle and apparently has the play he wants. The Panthers want, with 9:54 to go in the third quarter. From the gun, Malink back to throw. Looks, fires it hard, and incomplete. Intended receiver is Kyle Faut, so it'll be 4th down and 4 to go.
It's pretty well covered there. Let's see. This is a big decision for North Mac. Do you play a little field position game and try to pin the Cardinals deep, or do you go for it here and keep the momentum and keep the ball away from the Cardinal offense?
Let's see what the Panthers do here. It looks like they're going to go for it. Let's see if Malink drops back and all into punt formation, but on 4th and 4, it doesn't look like he's going to. And a whistle as the ball gets snapped, and a timeout called by the North Mac Panthers. So they want to talk about it, Adam, unless the clock was winding down. We're going to take a short timeout ourselves. Back with more. You're watching CEFCU Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Don't go. Welcome back to CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. I'm Paul Wappel, along with Adam Anderson. We're calling the game tonight. Thomas Patrick, our sideline reporter. 9:43 to go in the third quarter, and North Mac on 4th and 4. Malink back in punt formation. He looks like he's going to fake it and throw it, and nope, he's going to keep it. And I don't think he got it, Adam.
A little short. It's going to depend on the
Panthers say
spot.
yes, but hey, let's see. I don't think he got it.
If they're the refs from the Oakland-Cleveland game last weekend, you never know.
Oh, great replay. And the Panthers get it. No. The Plains. Oh, the great replay there. And Malink did everything he could, but
they're going to give him the first down.
So it is a Casey's General Store first down, not by much, but it doesn't matter.
Very generous spot there.
So Malink dropped back, looked like he was going to maybe punt. Then I thought he was going to throw, and kept it himself. So
and I had mentioned it. You got to keep an eye on him.
Yes. So 1st and 10 from the 43 of Pleasant Plains. Malink keeps it himself, left side. Oh, hit hard by Tristan Tavis. Wow. Smashes him into the ground there.
That's a big hit.
Big player. He's fired up.
Not jealous of Malink right there on that hit. A perfect tackle there by Tavis to track him down. But you can see this is what North Mac's offensive game plan is going to be right now, is to just wear down the Pleasant Plain Cardinal defense with Jake Malink. He's made them pay in the first half. He's got a few here and there, and now we're going to see a little bit of Jake Van Alsdale.
So as Adam said, Jake Van Alsdale is number 2 in the gun, back in quarterback. Malink lined up on the left side as receiver. Van Alsdale throws hard right, incomplete. Plains, the defense read it very well there, and they were right on the spot there. It was Dakota Sunley, number 22. So makes it 3rd down and 11.
Pleasant Plains is in a straight man defense on these receivers, so they're daring North Mac to try to beat them throwing the football. It's not what North Mac is known for, so they're going to come up. They're going to put a lot of pressure on Van Alsdale here to try to make a play himself. You still got to be careful. Now Malink is a receiver. Again, he's a great athlete. They're going to be looking to him.
3rd and 11. Van Alsdale back to throw. He's looking left, goes left, down near the sidelines and out of bounds. And nobody's going to get that one. Not even Thomas Patrick. So, sideline reporter, because he wasn't even near there, but so incomplete.
Holding offense.
Oh, flag.
Yeah, that came in late. I didn't see it, but it is going to be a 10-yard penalty here on the Panthers.
So there's the replay, Adam. You see Van Alsdale.
So right there, number 61 of the Panthers just got a little too handsy on the jersey, and then that's where the flag came in.
So now you've got 3rd and 11. Oh, they did decline. I wonder if they would decline it with because
it's a smart
incomplete.
Play, yeah. But again, so another 4th down. They're on your side of the field. Even though it is 11 yards, you still got to keep an eye on Jake Malink back there as a punter.
Keegan, you take it back.
Always have to respect him, no doubt about it. So Malink in punt formation. Back is Keegan Halford, number 3 for Pleasant Plains. And they does get the punt off, and no chance for Halford to return it because the kick goes out of bounds. And it's a pretty good kick there, at the 12-yard line or so. That's where the Cardinals will start. So earlier this week, we spoke with Prairie Heart Institute. I want you to take a look at tonight's Heart of the Game message brought to you by Prairie Heart Institute.
Well, we're taking a break from football right now to talk about Tech in 2 minutes. And Amy DeRocco joins us right now to talk about the Seamless MD. It's an app, but tell us all about it.
Thanks, Donnie. So Seamless MD is an enhanced recovery after surgery program that is available for our cardiac surgery patients at Prairie Heart Institute. Patients and their family members are guided through the cardiac surgery process from start to finish with this unique online platform.
Now, what are some of the steps as far as, obtaining the app, and what does it help with as far as step-by-step the process?
So the application is provided to patients when their cardiac surgery is scheduled, and then they are guided step-by-step through every process along the way. They are given timely reminders and notifications as far as what to expect to prepare for surgery, what to expect in the hospital, and then how to recover faster after their cardiac surgery is over.
Is this a paid app?
The application is free for patients and their family members. It's provided through our Prairie Heart Institute for all the patients. They download the app on their phone, or they're able to access it on the internet. When they get home from surgery, they are able to use the application to complete daily health check questionnaires that help let us know how they're doing in their process of recovery. So to make sure that they're on track with their cardiac surgery recovery.
So it's with you pretty much along the way, no matter what, but are there any other benefits?
It allows us to be connected to the patient and their family every step of the way. Benefits that we have seen so far include reduced length of hospital stay, preventable admissions to the hospital, and also return visits to the emergency department for avoidable visits, things like wound infections or arrhythmias, things that we can manage in the outpatient setting a lot. So we're trying to keep patients out of the hospital.
Great information, Amy. We appreciate you taking out the time with us to talk about Tech in 2 minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you, and Brendan Flanagan overthrows the tender receiver. The Cardinals go deep there, and not quite connection there with Keegan Halford. So now that brings up 4th and 12, Adam, and Cardinals definitely in a punting situation. on the ball on their own 23-yard line.
Yeah, and that pass right there had Halford open down the seam, and ball just, he was looking at on the inside, ball came on his outside and just kind of lost it for a second. And he was open down the seam, though.
So 6:49 to go here in the third. 14-0 North Mac, as you see on the scoreboard. And big Tristan Tavis back in punt formation for Pleasant Plains, and the Panthers hopeful of getting an opportunity to return the anticipated punt. Tavis with that big leg and a line drive kick, 45 to the 42-yard line, and that's where North Mac will take over on offense. So pretty good field position for them, and the Cardinals defense going to have to come up big and play strong. Adam?
Yeah, they've done really a great job other than a few plays here tonight, but they're really almost daring the North Mac Panthers to try to beat them deep. But, you know, Coach Bowman wants to establish the run game, and almost now he's playing keep away too, because the more they have the football and that clock runs, the less time the Cardinals have to be on offense and try to catch up here and tie this game up.
And who's at quarterback this time? And it is number 2, Jake Van Osdale. Who hands off and up the middle. Big gain there. Still his feet, good for a first down. Number 33, Camden Hitala. So they'll move the chains, and that's good for a Casey's General Store first down.
Great job by Hitala. Just delivered a huge blow to the defender there at the end to not go down. Take a look at the replay. Hitala just, his biggest run here tonight, and he actually had some room and just lowered his shoulder and delivered a big boom right there to the Cardinal defender, and he's fired up.
He put a good hit there, yeah, on Dakota Sunley, the junior for Pleasant Plains. So 1st and 10 from the Cardinals' 47-yard line. Van Osdale under center, gives it up the middle. And Tavis with the tackle. The carry that time was Garrett Smith, the senior. So 2nd and 5. Take a look at the Pleasant Plains coach and sidelines.
Coach Hamilton, you know, it's his first year as head coach here. You know, longtime coach Brody Woolworth decided to step away. Hopefully Brody's tuning in from the West Coast. Shout out to Coach Woolworth, one of the better head coaches in Central Illinois. We do miss him. And I think this Cardinal offense misses him a little bit too. They just need a little bit to get going here tonight.
Carry that time was Hitala, but a flag on the play, so wait for the call on that.
It's going to be a hold or a face mask.
Holding offense. Okay, we're going to have 30.
So you see the call holding. 10 yards, 5:35 to go in the third. We'll push the Panthers back. Week 7 of high school football season. So it'll be 2nd and 13 for the Panthers. And Adam, another score? Did you have another score? Athens
up 20-14 on Maroa. That game was just getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Athens had also just gotten the ball back on a fumble, so they could be driving again to extend the lead against the Trojans. That would be a huge win for the Athens Warriors.
Van Osdale gets it off and intercepted by the Cardinals. And that's what they needed. The Cardinals did. Dakota Sunley with the INT, and you hear the crowd, they're fired up. 5:11 to go in the third, and maybe that's what the doctor ordered for the Cardinals, Adam.
You got to have something to get fired up. This is the most life the Cardinals sideline has had since probably the kickoff, so they got to build on this. They got to go after him right here and really try to make a big play downfield.
Let's see how the Cardinals play it. There's, you see the replay. Van Osdale just got it off there, as you see, and into the hands of Dakota Sunley. So 1st and 10, Pleasant Plains from its own 40. In trouble, dumps it, and
we're going to see, they might talk about it.
The intended receiver was Tavis, but Flanagan dumped it close to what could be a grounding call, right? Intentional ground. I mean,
they're going to decide it was close enough to the intended receiver.
Yeah, so
but North Mac was all over that screen pass right there.
So now you have 2nd and 10. For Brendan Flanagan, Cardinals quarterback. Cardinals faithful trying to fire up their team. Here's the give, right side, got some room, and out to the 45-yard line. It's Lucas Western, so gain of 5 and bring up 3rd and 5, manageable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Situation.
And if I'm Pleasant Plains and I don't get the first down here, I'm going to send my offense back out on the field on 4th down, because defensively here in the second half, you know, they've bended a little bit, but they're not breaking. They're really slowing down the North Mac offensive run game and really trying to see if North Mac can beat them throwing the football.
Important 3rd down. Flanagan throws. Not sure if it was tipped, but Tavis with a great play. Was he in? Yes, he caught it. Oh, a great play. A 1st down. That's a Casey General Store 1st down. And Adam, I think Flanagan, was. Let's check the replay. That was just a great play. Tavis stayed in bounds, and it helps when you have somebody tall like that. But look at this. He just threw it just right.
Gets 2 feet down.
Even though you only need 1, but it just.
That is a catch in the NFL, though. So great job by Tavis to concentrate on the sideline, and it's a big 1st down for the Cardinals.
Into Panthers territory. Ball on the 43. Flanagan gives right side. Got some room. Breaks through to the 33-yard line. And Lucas Western. And let's see where they're going to move the chains. And yes, another Casey's General Store 1st down.
Got to build on this momentum. I'm surprised maybe they're not picking up the tempo a little bit to strike them off guard, but you almost want them to see if they can challenge them downfield as well.
4:11, 4:10, clock running in the 3rd. Down 14-0. Flanagan hands off to Halford. Goes wide and to the 30-yard line, maybe the 29, Adam, I think. So let's.
Yeah, it didn't get much there. They strung that out pretty well.
So they'll make it 2nd and 7. Cardinals trying to get on that scoreboard here on senior night.
And again, get themselves closer to being playoff eligible.
That's what it's all about, right? And nobody knows better than Pleasant Plains. All you have to do is get into the postseason.
You never know what can happen.
You might make it all the way or to the championship game. Good fake there. Flanagan throws and incomplete. Intended receiver was Halford, number 3, and couldn't connect. So now you're 3rd down and 6 to go.
Not sure where that ball was going. I don't know if there was a miscommunication on route or wrong play, but that ball was kind of in between 2 guys and wasn't really close to either one of them.
So the Cardinals line up here and on 3rd and 6. Trying to keep the drive alive. From the 29. Flanagan throws in. Oh, tipped in. Caught. Touchdown. Touchdown. Pleasant Plains gets on the board, and number 11 with the catch there, and that's Sam Crocker. And that's another $50 courtesy of Young Security to the Mary Bryan Homes for the Blind, Adam.
And great concentration by Crocker. Flanagan had Crocker open about a second early. He delivered that ball maybe a little too late, and that let the North Mac defender jump in front of that. Just went straight through his hands. Crocker comes up big there.
And Adam, the defender, tipped it. Hunter Buchanan, number 45, who had the INT for the touchdown. Now there's extra point. It is up, and it is good. So just like that, the lead is cut in half. 14-7. We've got a good one here. We're going to take a short break. As you see the replay, you're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. Back with more in a minute. Welcome back to Suffolk Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. Hey, I'm Paul Waffle, along with Adam Anderson. Thomas Patrick on the sidelines. We've got a good one here, and there's another Illinois Air National Guard kickoff by the Cardinals. North Mac, they get it at the 10. Still going, and the Cardinals are fired up. Return to the 25-yard line. So the return there by Cannon Burke. Check that, Cannon Kirk, I apologize. Flag see there, so.
Flag came out from the sideline.
I didn't see, okay. Far sideline.
Face mask.
You know. And this is, and they're gonna, so that,
okay, we have a 5-yard face mask here. First down.
Just a 5 yards, so an inadvertent, so it's not gonna, help the return that much, but it will bring them up to the 32-yard line.
So North Mac leading, 14-7. The lead, they have the lead and the ball. On the keeper, Malink. Clock running inside of 3 minutes here in the third quarter. Sangamo Conference matchup, week 7.
Can't believe we're in week 7 already.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
People talking about playoff points and everything else. Especially with this weather, you wouldn't believe we're in week 7.
Last week, it felt like late October, November almost. So.
Felt like playoff weather last week, Friday night.
2nd and 10 from the 31. Malink pitches it. Right side, doesn't go for a whole lot. Garrett Smith, number 12, ends up with it. So the Panthers mixing up a little bit with some of their players, spreading around, but nothing doing there that time. So
they really
bring up 3rd and 10.
Have relied on Malink to provide some kind of spark offensively, where they're running the football. They haven't had much just direct handoffs to Hatala or to Smith in the backfield, but see what they have here for again, another big 3rd down. If I'm Pleasant Plains, you might want to spy Malink, where spying it sounds kind of like what you're doing. You're taking one guy and he's just watching Malink, and that's all he's watching.
And the Panthers want to talk about Adam. Play clock was winding down as well. So let's go down to Thomas Patrick on the sidelines. Thomas?
Thanks, guys. An amazing highlight reel catch for Sam Crocker for Pleasant Plain Cardinals, as he had to watch the ball get tipped off the defender's hand and then make a diving catch in the end zone to put Pleasant Plains on the board for the first time. But you notice he doesn't have much time to celebrate on the sidelines, because he's in that huddle. He's the one in number 11, closest to the sidelines. He's playing cornerback, defensive back position. Of course, when you got one of your best players, they play 2 ways, especially here in Central Illinois. So we'll see if he can make plays on both sides of the balls to help his team get back into the game. Guys?
Thank you, Thomas. And earlier tonight, SEFCU recognized an exceptional volunteer from the home school with a plaque prior to the game. This week's SEFCU volunteer of the game is Gina Mink. Gina is a leader in fundraising. She helps organize the annual football fundraiser, decorate the athletic complex with players' names on the footballs. Gina also helps prepare meals for away games as well. Congratulations to tonight's SEFCU volunteer of the game. It is Gina Mink. Congratulations, Gina. And thank you to SEFCU for sponsoring the volunteer of the game. All right, back to live action here. Incomplete. And the Cardinals, if you can't tell, they are fired up again.
A lot of pressure there by Jake Hermes onto Malink. Didn't have time to really deliver a throw downfield at all.
So Crocker back for Pleasant Plains. And 4th and 10. North Mac back in punt formation, and Malink with a pretty high kick. Let's see, and the Cardinals let it go. Crocker lets it go and takes a good bounce for the Panthers. So to the 19-yard line. So Now let's find the students with the most school spirit. It's the MTI Fan Cam. Get hands-on training to take off in your career with Midwest Tech. The MTI Fan Cam. There you see some of the North Mac sideline, the fans, and North Mac Pride and Panthers. There's a high five over there. All right, that was good. Right on cue, right on camera. Look at that. Check that out.
Can't wait till they get home and realize they were just on TV for that, because I don't think they have any idea right now.
That might go viral. You never know. All right. So 1:23 to go. The Cardinals, Pleasant Plains, they trail 14-7, but they've got the ball and an opportunity here to tie the game. So on first down, they keep it on the ground, and a good run there. So Lucas Western with the carry there for the Cardinals, and that's what you want on first down, on Adam.
Yeah, it leaves a lot of plays in the playbook open for 2nd and 1, but they got to keep staying aggressive. They haven't had much luck screen pass wise, and they've gotten away from that, which that's where the turnover came as well.
Flanagan from the gun, and there's a flag. I think there was some movement, Adam.
I would think so.
I look like it.
It's one of the best plays in the book.
On defense.
Free 5 yards, can't beat that.
You take that all day long if you're Pleasant Plains, right? So that'll help, and that is good for a Casey's General Store first down here in the third quarter. Inside of a minute to go, and clock will run now. Cardinals on their own 34-yard line. In the gun, there's the handoff up the middle. Still going, good run there, breaks the tackle, and Western to the 48-yard line. That's good for a first down, and that's at the Casey's General Store first down.
Great job by Western to keep that play alive. Just second, third, fourth effort. They've got something going here.
Indeed they do. Talking about the Cardinals from their own 46. Oh, Panthers in the backfield almost got the handoff themselves. Good stop there.
Yeah, Garrett Bearden took 2-3 Cardinal offensive linemen back there with him, and he did a great job, and that's probably gonna...
That'll do it for the third quarter, and we're gonna take a break. We're gonna be back with the final quarter from Pleasant Plains. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. Don't go away. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois, and Paul Wapple along with Adam Anderson, Thomas Patrick on the sidelines, and hey, this is good stuff. Fourth quarter underway here. Cardinals with the ball, trailing 14-7. Loss of 1 or 2, maybe 2 on the play. So first play of the fourth quarter. Not a good one for the Cardinals, but they've got some momentum, and now they've got a tough one here. Adam on third and long.
Again, I think you're playing for 2 downs here if you don't get the first down. Your defense has come up huge here in the second half, and you got to get your offense on the field as much as possible, because you know Coach Bowman's going to keep the ball away from the Cardinal offense.
Brendan Flanagan, quarterback for the Cardinals, in the gun. Looks to throw, got time, looking left. Complete to the 40, down to the 37-yard line. And that's what you want for the Cardinals. So the first down, a Shields first down. And look at that, Adam.
Great job by Mink. Again, that's a long toss out here to this sideline from Flanagan. That's traveling about 40 yards in the air almost just to get about 11. So good job by Mink, though, to pick up the first down.
And not only that, the Cardinals, look at this, are on the 38-yard line now of North Mac. The handoff, Western. Cuts back with the middle. And a first down. That's another Shields first down. The Cardinals are moving the right way, Adam.
Great job by Western to plant his foot, not slip, and had a huge run there.
You see the replay, cuts back, a little bit of burst of speed there, and still took a couple of Panthers to bring him down, slow him down and bring him down. So 1st and 10 from the 27. Flanagan in the gun. Looks to throw, dumps it off, right, complete, on the right side, and still going, and driving down to the 20-yard line. And there's another good catch for Halford. So now it's about 2nd and 4.
Great 2nd, 3rd, and 4th effort there by Halford to get those 6 yards. They weren't easy. Screen pass, they had it covered up pretty well. You know, he caught that 3 yards deep in the backfield and then had another 6 ahead of it. So great job by Halford. That one's all on him.
2nd down and 4. 9:50 to go. Flanagan fakes left, now does go left. Got a man near the end zone and caught. He catch it? No, he dropped it. Incomplete. Thought he had it, was Grant Mink.
Would have been a big catch if so. Great job by the Panther defenders. Came in at the perfect time here to check out the replay. Mink, he didn't even, took his eye off it a little bit. He had some Panthers bearing down on him there. So he was going to take a shot, but.
Tough play. Tough play to make. So 3rd and short, so 3rd and 4 for the Cardinals. And obviously this is a huge drive. 3rd down, you're obviously going to go for it on 4th down, and if you don't make it here, but let's see, ball on the 21-yard line.
Taking a lot of time here to get set up.
5 seconds on the play clock. Flanagan looks left again, and there's, almost picked off. Bobbled it a couple times. Number 27, Brandon Hipsher. And you look at this, boy, that scares you for Pleasant Plains because he had a chance and just tough to hang on to it, yeah.
Hipsher just couldn't come up with the ball. Flanagan's either got to get rid of that ball earlier or he's got to put a little more zip on that pass or the defender is going to cut in front of it every time.
So now, Adam, 4th and 4 from the 21. You look at the clock, you say, okay, that's plenty of time, 9:32, and on the one hand, you're right, but if the Panthers get that ball back and keep it on the ground, run that clock, it's tough.
You could be looking under 4 minutes by the time you get the football back.
So you've got to get the 1st down here. Flanagan looks right, looks to the end zone, got a receiver, and incomplete. Panthers covered it very well. So
and that's tough.
They'll take over. Tristan Tavis, in the corner of the end zone, pounds his hands into the ground, his fist, and limping a little bit, looks like. But here's the replay, and the Panthers were right there, Adam. Just a tough play.
Yeah, that would have been a very, very tough catch. Again, I'm kind of surprised they went towards the end zone. You only needed 4 yards to get a 1st down, so you're taking a big chance by just trying to just get it. You don't need 6 right there. You just need 4.
So now you've got the Panthers with the ball, 9:27 to go from the 21-yard line.
Would expect to see a lot of red jerseys at the line of scrimmage.
Malink at quarterback, which we, I think, expected, and keeps it. Probably going to see a lot of that as long as they have the ball, the Panthers we're talking about. So 1st down,
and I would
keeps it himself.
Expect him to run the play clock down to as close to 0 as possible before it's snapped. And again, the clock is their friend at this point.
So 2nd and 6, pick up a 4 for Malink. Sangamo Conference battle, and it's been a good one. 14-7, as you can see on the scoreboard. Malink from the gun. And keep it himself. Left side hit, still going. Puts his head down and close to a 1st down. I think, Adam, and
see where
didn't get it.
Yep, they're going to give
it
to him.
So that is good for a Shields 1st down for North Mac as they move the chains.
I think that would look like a pretty generous spot there again for the Panthers to get that first down, but they're doing what they got to do to keep the ball and keep the lead. Doesn't need to be special or flashy. It's just got to work, and getting Jake Malink out in the open has worked for them here in the second half.
Ball on the 31 now. First down for Malink and company, and Malink keeps it, goes left, puts his head down, and close to the 40-yard line. So he's picking up some good chunks of yardage here, Adam.
Yep, just bringing out different formations, lining up differently, but it's the same play.
Let's go down the sidelines. Thomas Patrick. Thomas?
Thanks, guys. So the Pleasant Plains Cardinals have had a lot of momentum recently. Unfortunately, they got stalled out on fourth down yet again. Their big playmaker, Tristan Tays, big part of why they had so much momentum. He was seen pounding his fist on the ground, a little frustrated with that last incompletion in the end zone that could have tied the game for the Cardinals.
Thank you, Thomas. And look at this. Play still going.
Still going.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow. Cole Etter, you got to love that. I mean, that's just a heck of an effort. And they will move the chains. That is good enough for a Shields first down. And North Mac is just what they want. First down, keep the ball on the ground, clock runs.
And again, that is a player that wants to play more than 9 games this year. You know, you're only guaranteed 9 games a year for 4 years. So you've got to come up with ways to try to get 10, 11, 12. And in Pleasant Plains' case last year, we played 14 games.
So Malink keeps it. Tries to sneak through the pile there and gets some positive yards. Adam, you have an update for us, the score.
A final over in Athens. Maroa Forsyth 21, Athens 20.
Wow.
Game came down right to the final seconds from all the updates and texts that I've been getting here. Athens Warriors had some chances to win that football game, just didn't work out. Great job by the Trojans, who are going to stay undefeated.
That's incredible. Tough test for them right on the road. So second down, check that up the middle, and doubt that you'll see Malink and them and the Panthers go to the air, but there's Tristan Tavis, and look at him, Adam, he's just slow getting up. I think he's just tired.
Yeah, I mean, he's
a heck of a player. We talked about it.
He's been all over the field. He's putting big hits. He's making key blocks. He's punting. He's trying to catch the football. He's trying to do whatever he can to get the Cardinals even here on the scoreboard.
6:10 to go in the fourth. 3rd and 6. The Cardinals really need to stop. Malink keeps it left side, goes near the sidelines. Clock continues to run. He did not get out of bounds, but that's going to bring up 4th down. So 4th and 4. Adam, what do you think? You're North Mac.
If I'm North Mac, I'm punting the football. I'm not going to give this Pleasant Plain offense a short field. I'm going to kick it as far as I can and make them go at 80 or more yards if possible to try to tie this ball game up.
You want him to.
And like I talked about earlier on that big 4th down, if you're Pleasant Plains, if you didn't get that, you're looking at not getting the ball back until under 5 minutes, and that's exactly what's going to happen here.
So what you're saying is, if you're North Mac, you want North Mac coach, you want that punt to go to Casey's General Store here all the way in Pleasant Plains. All right, here's the punt. Got it off. Did not see a flag, and I thought we might, Adam. Malink is down, but okay, so the Cardinals will take over an offense. All right, we're going to take a short break. Back with more 4th quarter action from Pleasant Plains in just a minute. You're watching SEPQ Friday Night Rivals on CW23. Welcome back to SEPQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. We're in Pleasant Plains. 4th quarter action. Watch this last play before the timeout there, the commercial break.
That is
no
definitely
call.
running,
wow.
At least running into the kicker.
I'm surprised.
You're not going to call roughing. That's definitely running into the kicker.
All right.
North Mac, or Pleasant Plains is lucky they got away with one right there.
All right, first down, Cardinals. Bobble the ball, hangs on to it. Good job there by Halford to make the completion there with 5 minutes to go in the 4th. So Long way to go for the Cardinals, but they've got the ball and just need to get it to the end zone. One more time, Adam.
Yeah, just that's what it's all about now. You got to get points. You got to get in there.
2nd and 10. Cardinals from their own 25-yard line. Western in motion. Back to throw. Flanagan. He does throw. Complete. Still going and out of bounds. Good for a first down. And that's good for a Shields first down. Alec Mudra. Adam, we haven't called his name tonight, and that's a huge play.
That was a big play. Found a spot there on the sideline to sit down and come back to that football to where Flanagan could see him. Great job by the Cardinals.
5'10", 175-pound senior, and that's a huge play for the Cardinals. Ball on the 39 now, first down. Flanagan, high snap, he has it. Looking under pressure, throws it, complete. The 48-yard line. Number 24, Grant Mink with the reception there.
Again, a lot of arm strength from Flanagan to throw that ball out there. It traveled a long way in the air to just get 9 yards, but had to do something to get rid of it. It looked like it might have got tipped a little bit, but great job by Mink to sit down and catch that football.
So now, Adam, 2nd and short. 2nd and 1 for the Cardinals here with 3:55 to go, clock running in the 4th quarter. Plenty of time for Pleasant Plains. Flanagan back to throw on 2nd and short. Going to keep it. Oh, hit hard. Nice play there at the 45-yard line. So North Mac comes up. A good play there. Rhett Call, the junior.
Great job by Call. I think might have been a screen pass called there. Flanagan didn't have much, nowhere to go really, and now we're looking at third and medium, almost 3rd and long, but good tackle there by Cole.
Certainly changes things from 2nd and short to 3rd and 5. So Flanagan throws and tipped by the Panthers, and boy, the Panthers sideline, they're frustrated there. They thought, wow, we could have had that, but incomplete. Clock stops, of course, and now 4th and 5 with 3:09 to go, and you don't say this a lot probably, but 3:09 to go in the game, but
this is huge.
Could be the ball game.
Yeah, this is huge
for Pleasant Plains. So you see the replay, the Panthers excited. So what will the Cardinals call on 4th down and 5, Adam, from their own 44-yard line? They need the first down.
Christian Tavis not on the field right now either. So a big piece for Flanagan.
And timeout. Cardinals just got a timeout called, Adam. We had a good vantage point here to see. So
and they're actually lucky. They broke the huddle with 12 players on the field, which is a penalty.
We're going to take a timeout ourselves. You're watching CEFCU Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. Back with more in just a minute. Stay with us. CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. Paul Wappel, Adam Anderson, Thomas Patrick, and a whole lot of fans from North Mac and Pleasant Plains. 4th and 5. Here we go from the 44. High snap. Flanagan has it, looks to throw, does throw. And he did catch it. Complete. The Panthers, yes, that's good for a Shields first down. The Panthers said no way, and you talk about a clutch play. Grant Mink, here it is, Adam.
Yeah, ball comes out of Flanagan's hand, kind of funny, so it's got a little bit of a wobble to it, and if you take a look at that replay, Grant Mink
close play.
I don't know if he had both feet in bounds there.
Well, you only need one, of course, but right. But to your point, hard to tell. All right, the official says yes. 3:02, 1st and 10 from the 45 of North Mac. Flanagan rolling, looking.
Plenty of room.
He's going to keep it. Why not? First down, out of bounds. That's a Shields first down for Brendan Flanagan of Pleasant Plains, and 2:52 to go. Don't go away. This is great. If you just tuned in, it's been a good one.
Yeah, and great job by Flanagan. He's not known to be the runner. They don't design a lot of runs for him, but he showed he's got a little speed if he needs to, and It's a huge first down for the Cardinals, and it also stops clock with him getting out of bounds.
Made obviously a great decision there to run, and took off and gets the all-important first down. 2:52 to go. Ball on the 35-yard line. Flanagan looks, throws left, tipped and in and out of the hands, and North Mac says, "Oh, I thought I had that." The defender that time, number 33, Camden Hatala, we've called his name a few times at least on offense, and this time on defense. Biggest thing is for North Mac, the incomplete pass.
Yeah, and again, biggest thing for Pleasant Plains is it's an incomplete pass. And Flanagan's got to start looking at other people. He relies a lot on Tavis, which who wouldn't? He's an exceptional athlete, but North Mac is also really focusing in on him, and he's a little worn out, so he's on the sideline right now.
Christian Tavis is on the sideline. 2nd and 10:35. Flanagan hands off to Western. Cuts left to the 30-yard line.
Good play.
5 big yards.
That's a good play call by the Pleasant Plains Cardinals. You don't need to keep throwing the football. You take what they give you. There's a ton of time left. You've got 2 timeouts here. It's a good run by Western to make this third and medium.
It is 3rd and medium, we're going to call it. 5 yards for keeping track at home. Flanagan throws right. Oh, thought it was picked off.
It was close.
Again,
this is his first year as a starter on varsity football. His clock's got to get a little bit faster. That ball should have been out about a second earlier because he waits that second longer, and he's lucky he hasn't thrown more interceptions here tonight.
And Hunter Buchanan, we called his name earlier with the big INT and the return for 6, but didn't get it. But the Cardinals now 4th and 5. Adam, 2:10 to go. They have to get it.
Yep.
Right now. Ball on the 30-yard line. Brendan Flanagan, the junior quarterback, in the gun. He's back to throw. He's looking left. Going to the end zone. Got a man! Touchdown! Cardinals! Keegan Halford. Another $50 from Young Security to the Mary Bryan Home for the Blind, and we're 1 point away. The Cardinals are from tying it.
Great job by Flanagan. Delivered a strike to Halford in stride. Good job by Halford to pull that ball in. He had a North Mac defender coming bearing down on him. Just kind of lost track of him. He snuck behind the defense. They were looking to stop at 5 yards. He got over the top of him.
Now, do you go for 2? You go for the extra point, Adam?
With how this game's gone, I'm playing for overtime.
Okay.
I'm Pleasant Plains right here.
I had to ask. Okay, just in case. Alec Mudra, number 2.
If we're down doing this game in Girard at North Mac, I'm probably going for 2.
All right, there's the extra point attempt. It's huge, and it is good. We are tied at 14 here in Pleasant Plains. 2:04 to go in the game. Wow, what a game. 3-3 teams. Sangamo Conference, Friday night. A lot on the line.
Yeah,
This is on senior night. This is fun. This is
what high school football is all about. A lot of passion on both sidelines. Both teams feel like they should have been winning this game or won this game by now. And 2 minutes left. There's still a ton of time left here in the 4th quarter. The North Mac's got all 3 timeouts.
And those timeouts could be huge, could be critical. Headed down the final 2:04 of this game, Adam.
So if you're North Mac, you got to be very cautiously optimistic, I guess is how you can explain it. You got to play to score, but you got to make sure you're not taking a bunch of huge chances to where you can turn the football over.
And I want to let you know that our plaques and trophies this season are provided by K&R Tomahawk Awards and Trophies. Visit them at 1204 South 5th Street in Springfield. Tomahawk Awards and Trophies. 1204 South 5th Street in Springfield. All right. 2:04 to go. Do I have to say 2:04 to go in regulation? Or, I mean, should I say that, Adam?
Well,
just in case?
Just in case.
All right.
Getting down to the nitty-gritty here.
So, Alec Mudra, number 2 for the Cardinals, will kick and see if the Panthers get an opportunity to return it. That's an Illinois Air National Guard kickoff. Deep, fielded by one of the up men. The 20, 25, hit hard, 3 times, and stopped at the 27-yard line. And number 27, Brandon Hipsher, with the return for North Mac. So here we go, Adam. Like you said, Panthers 3 timeouts, 1:58 on the clock. Field goal would win it. But let's see what happens. And now you've got Jake Malink, the experienced quarterback, and the senior, who is a threat, huge threat for North Mac. And let's see how they play it from the 29-yard line. Malink in the gun. Goes left, and I think he's going to keep it. Yes, he is, and does. And and look who makes the tackle. Tristan Tavis, who was on the sidelines for just a play or two, and he is just a ton. And we talked for a second, Adam. His dad passed away a 3 years ago. They dedicated the scoreboard. We were here, Friday Night Rivals, and what a great young man. And he's been through a lot, and a heck of a football player, too.
So North Mac doesn't take a timeout. I think they're playing for overtime almost right here.
Yeah, because you got now the whistle.
They had 12 guys on the field. They had 12 guys on the field.
Smart
right there.
move, of course, taking the timeout. Yeah, 1:18 to go. Thomas, this is exciting. What do you have?
Thanks, guys. What a game we got on our hands now. 14 unanswered points by the Pleasant Plains Cardinals. And they converted 2 4th downs on that drive, something they haven't been able to do yet this whole game. And that last pass to Halford, a dime to the corner of the end zone. The first one to greet him there, quarterback Brendan Flanagan. Of course, head coach John Hamilton was jumping up and down. Could this be our first ever overtime in Friday Night Rivals? It certainly feels like that with just 78 seconds left in the game. Maybe next score wins, guys?
Thank you, Thomas. Very well could be. 1:18 to go, as you said, and it's been a good one. 14-14. 2nd and 9. Ball on the 30. Jake Malink, number 1. The senior quarterback for the Panthers. He's a force. And he's not a quarterback this time, and it's Van Osdale who overthrows. Came in, overthrows, intended receiver there for the Panthers. Kyle Fouts, intended receiver. So now you're looking at him at 3rd and 9. Do you put Malink back in at quarterback? Nope, looks like Van Osdale will stay possibly in that position and trying to mix it up.
Again here, though, I'm probably running the football and trying to run some clock. I would expect Pleasant Plains to take a timeout if North Mac does not get a first down here to give themselves some more time here before the end of regulation to get it in the end zone.
3rd and 9.
Could avoid overtime with a score.
Van Osdale throws. Oh, and is caught midfield, still going to the 40. Brought down the 37-yard line. What a catch there by number 85, Sam Mount, the senior. And that's good for a Shields first down, and that is a huge first down in more ways than one, Adam.
Great job by Mount. He had 3 Cardinal defenders all around him, and he just came up with that huge play.
You talk about concentration. He had it. What a great play there. 1st and 10 now. Ball on the 37. Van Osdale going to keep it, runs, trying to go up the middle, right side.
Trying to get out of bounds.
37-yard line, clock runs. He did not get out of bounds. North Mac with 2 timeouts, as you see.
They're going to put him back.
43 seconds, yeah. Let's see if they, why wouldn't you call a timeout here? Let's see if he just goes, Cardinals showing, and
I know Tavis
timeout before the play or not. Let's see what they.
No, they're going to call the spike.
Okay, they did. So it stops the clock. 34 seconds.
No, Tavis was.
So it's third. Now it's 3rd and 9 from the 36-yard line.
Tavis dove in on that play. He's got to be careful. That's an easy way to get a 5-yard penalty.
Senior night at Pleasant Plains. North Mac wants to spoil senior night and pick up win number 4. Van Osdale throws, and it is incomplete. Whole lot of traffic there. A couple of Cardinals, a couple of Panthers. So 4th and 9, Adam, 29 seconds to go. 36-yard line.
Here's the deal, Paul. I'm going to take a timeout, and I'm going to punt the football. I'm going to make Pleasant Plains think I'm going to go for it. I'm going to punt the football right here. You're 14-14 game. The Cardinal passing game has started to get it together a little bit. Why not make them try to go 90 yards, 95 yards, then just go 65?
I say you go for the first down, get out of bounds, call timeout, and try to kick a field goal if you can. But who'll see? Handoff still. Incomplete. I think when the Cardinals fell down and no flags or anything, so the Cardinals will take over on downs, Adam.
Yeah, easier, it's easier said than done, but this is huge. You still got 24 seconds left. You have one timeout. You've had some big plays in the passing game tonight. You've got it. Pleasant Plains has a chance to win the game right here.
So you've got ball on the 37-yard line. North Mac, incredibly, with 2 timeouts left. Yeah, I thought they'd use one there. And here's the replay. The play. Watch one of the Cardinals fell down, and Malik looked like he was surprised on that.
It was dangerous play anyways. He was double, triple covered.
Brendan Flanagan, the junior quarterback for the Cardinals. And he's going to hand off to Western, who's barreling his way. Gets about 7-8 yards. So 16 seconds, and they called timeout. The Cardinals do. So with 15 seconds. So that's 2nd and 1, Adam. You're on the 46-yard line. Do you go throw one to the end zone here or not?
Here is my
play
thinking.
for overtime.
I'm gonna come up with my best running play, because you get a first down, clock stops. So I would tell Lucas Western, you get about 2 yards, fall down, clock stops, get up, spike it, get it a little bit closer for Flanagan, and then last play of the game, you just chuck it deep.
Okay.
As we called it in college, you call it the magic bullet, because you're throwing it up there and hope some magic happens.
And want to remind you that Friday Night Rivals is available streaming live online. Log on to CW23TV.com and click on the Friday Night Rivals link. You can also find complete game videos and photos from this season's games. Adam, do we want to talk for a second about overtime if we get there?
So for you folks
briefly,
who never seen high school overtime, what it is, the ball's on the 10-yard line. You have 4 downs to either kick a field goal or score a touchdown. And that'll go on until somebody doesn't answer.
Similar to college football overtime, right?
So a little bit more intense because they put the ball on the 10. You got 4 downs.
It is intense right now. 2nd and 1. Flanagan throws, going deep, got a man open. He's got it complete, and he is in. Touchdown! Touchdown Cardinals. Halford on senior night. A Young security touchdown. 54 yards and a $50 donation to the Mary Bryant Home for the Blind on senior night. 7 seconds to go. Oh my goodness, Adam. Wow.
Can't turn a guy loose if you're North Mac. You played great defense all night. And then right here at the end of the game, both times just losing track of Halford. He is a speedster, and he just got behind him twice.
Look at that.
He had all 3 defenders. They were looking short, thinking maybe Pleasant Plains is going to just get a first down or go to the sideline. And he beats him deep again. Looked like almost the exact same play.
Oh, my gosh. I am stunned. What a great play. All right, here's the extra point attempt by the Cardinals. Up and good. Alec Mudra, 21-14. 7.4 seconds to go. North Mac will get the ball, and they have 2 timeouts left. And there you get a look at Brendan Flanagan, who is really, really put on a show here in the second half.
Yeah, he's figured it out. He's rebounded from the early turnover. He's delivered some big-time throws to Halford as well, and to some other receivers to keep this Cardinal offense and team in the game.
Oh, my goodness. So, wow. So 7.4 seconds to go. There you see Pleasant Plains, senior night, trailing 14-0. Comes back, takes the lead here.
So you're seeing the assistant coach, Jason Basefer, talk to his kicking team right there. Like, It looked like we're gonna put this one in there, and you have to tackle. You cannot. And if I'm North Mac, I would be looking for reverses and pitches, and throwing it all around the field, trying to get a miracle to happen. But you got a long way to go.
Oh my goodness! The ball is on the 40 for the kickoff, and yeah, let's see. I don't think you kick it deep. But maybe you do, Adam. I doubt it, right? But
you pop it up
or something, yeah.
Pop it up in the air a little bit,
and then you would think North Mac tries to down it, or just goes down, like you said, and then if you get a shot to the end zone or something, right? Here we go. Here we go. Alec Mudra with the Illinois Air National Guard kickoff, and just what you said, out of bounds, and a flag goes up.
Not great.
That's not great if you're Pleasant Plains, but. So here, no time off the clock.
Yeah, that's another.
So that's one thing, but
no
7
time came
seconds.
off, and the ball's going to come to the 35-yard line.
And don't forget, we'll be naming our player of the game after the game, of course. We've got some excellent candidates in the game that's gone back and forth, and a 14-0 lead, and Pleasant Plains has stormed back here in the second half. Incredible. And let's see where the ball is spotted for North Mac.
It's going to be at the 35-yard line with that ball going out of bounds. So,
and you've got to go obviously 65 yards and get the point after, but one thing at a time, right? So you got to go deep here, Adam, right? You got to go deep,
or you got to
7
get
seconds or something. So here we go.
10 and out of bounds before the clock runs, and maybe make it a shorter throw.
Number 2, Jake Van Osdale is back, looking, heaves it in the middle, up in the air, tipped. Incomplete. Time runs out. That's it. Pleasant Plains on senior night stuns North Mac 21-14. Pleasant Plains with a hard-fought, hard-earned victory number 4 in the season. North Mac loses a heartbreaker by 7. Oh my goodness, Adam. That was fun. That was incredible. And players line up to shake hands, and what a game.
Yeah, just an unbelievable football game, right? That's what high school football's about.
We're going to take a timeout, but we're back with the post-game report. You're watching CEFCU Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. Back with the post-game report in just a minute. Stay with us. And welcome back to CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. Paul Wapple, Adam Anderson, Thomas Patrick. Oh my goodness, probably the best game we've had in 4 years. And right now, Pleasant Plains wins 21-14. Time to announce the player of the game, brought to you by the Orthopedic Center of Illinois. And it is some outstanding candidates, none other than Pleasant Plains, their quarterback, number 12. Let's go down to Thomas Patrick. Here we go. Check out some of the highlights. Wow, Adam.
Yeah, Brendan Flanagan, player of the game. You could make an argument that it could have been Keegan Halford, but late in the second half in that fourth quarter, Pleasant Plains still wouldn't have had the drives going if it wasn't for some key throws, some key plays he made with his feet that Flanagan did. He did a great job. He delivered some big-time throws, and that's how Pleasant Plains gets a victory here tonight, 21-14.
Brendan Flanagan, player of the game. Orthopedic Center of Illinois, player of the game. Well-deserved. Thomas Patrick, take it away, Thomas.
What a game, guys. I've been hearing some West Virginia Mountain Home. Feel free to keep on singing that one, guys. But I'm here with player of the game, Flanagan, and you had 2 incredible touchdown passes, one to tie the game, one to win the game. What was going through your head on those plays?
They were in cover 3 the whole time. The corner squeeze sometimes. He would go with the comeback other times, and he went with the comeback. Killer.
And what does it mean to have receivers that will definitely catch those passes if you just hit them on the dot?
That's nice. I just throw it up and they go get it. It's very nice.
All right, congratulations. You get that trophy for being player of the game.
Thank you.
All right, Coach, 14-point comeback late in the game to score 21 unanswered. What does this mean moving forward for your kids to know that you can make a comeback like this?
Yeah, it's great because second halves haven't been the best for us. So today the first half was ugly, and we got it going the second half. We didn't quit. We need to find some momentum, and we found it, and we got going.
Did you feel maybe a little bit of last year's playoff run, maybe squeeze into this game? Did it feel like that?
I hope so. We knew it'd be a crazy environment. We knew it'd be a playoff type environment.
Okay, you're 4-3 now. One more win could get you in the playoffs. 2 more guarantees you a spot. What does that mean moving forward? And what are you gonna take away into the next couple weeks?
Yeah, we're excited. I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously we got a big test next week with New Berlin, so we're really excited to take them on. We'll enjoy this one though for the night on senior night.
All right, enjoy this one for sure. I think there's going to be a party in Plains. Here you guys go, for winners of the Friday Night Rival.
All right, thank you very much. Congratulations to Pleasant Plains. The Cardinals on senior night pick up the CEFCU Champions Trophy. Well deserved. Hard-fought game, both sides, both teams. What an incredible game, man. Like I said, that's what high school football is all about. Down to the wire and a lot of excitement. What a great game.
Yep, you know, they never gave up. They stuck to their guns, and they made big plays when they needed to, and they came out with a victory. You feel bad for North Mac. They did everything right here tonight to try to win this football game and just came up a little short.
All right, Adam, we're going to need a week to recover along with our crew. Did a great job, and we'll let you know because next week, next Friday night, CEFCU Friday Night Rivals presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. Look at that, brings you week 8. We'll head to Taylorville as the Taylorville Tornadoes take on the Mount Zion Braves. That is next Friday night starting at 7 o'clock right here on CW23.
A true rivalry game right there. Two schools that don't really get along that well, but love to have a great matchup there next Friday night.
Looking forward to it. Thanks to everybody. Thanks to you for watching. And that's going to be it from Pleasant Plains. Good night. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. So long, everybody.